Good evening and welcome to Garblag Games. OBS, you can sit down there in the corner and think about what you've done. We are playing some of the best game in the world, Vampire the Masquerade 2nd edition. Got to love it. It's going to be fantastic. It's Friday the 13th. We've got a bunch of blood-drunk, mad vampires out doing all kinds of shenanigans. Last couple of sessions, they've all split up and gone their own separate ways to find stuff out. And this session, they're all kind of coming back together again to continue the grand plan. Not that anybody knows what the grand plan is, but they're going to continue it anyway. So, let's do some XP first, shall we? Now, count this for the last session you were in rather than the last session, because that's sort of up and downy. So everybody gets 1 point automatically for the last session they were in. Vera, Josh and Nye, you guys get 2 for that. Josh, what did your character learn in the last couple of sessions?
Well, he learned lots of things. He learned the merits of Libyan hydrocortisol cream. He learned that cops will shoot you even if you try and say, I didn't mean to flip your car at you, and cause thousands of dollars of damage. They're very uncool. And he learned a lot. It was a very Gregor and Bathory heavy episode, the last one.
So Gregor gets a point for learning things. Bathory, what did Bathory learn?
I learned about
not letting Gregor go out unsupervised.
That's including the spa night and the last game, right?
Yeah, that's right.
we learned a lot. I learned a lot about the whole Knights Order thing, and I learned a lot from Jerry, who I've decided now is the oldest grandfather that nobody really wants to talk. Did I tell you about the war? No, you didn't. Oh,
Please
I'm
don't.
Sorry. Please don't.
Yeah, okay, you get an XP for that. Pat, what did you learn last session?
Well, the last session that I was
If I pull my face like this, I look like a bloodhound.
I learned. I think Clem learned that she's not as much in control of herself as she thought she was, and she's got a lot of powers now that she doesn't know what to do with or how to control them. And it's hard for her to admit this, but she does need help and is not in full control. So she learned that she needs to reach out and figure herself out.
That is definitely learning curve. So there's one for you. What did Driscoll do last session that he was in that counts as learning curve?
He learnt that illusions can be hilarious, especially when you make other people look like complete asshats. He also learnt that there are scary other things out there that try and murder you.
Yeah, actually, that's a very good point. Driscoll was the one that learned about the Camarilla taking a dim view of Sabbat vampires, so there's an XP there. Vera, what did you learn last session? Or the session
learned
before?
who my daddy is.
Yeah, that's a guaranteed one.
I learned where the prince lives, where I need to go. What did I learn? I learned how to ghoul people. That's a really important.
Yeah, you did actually.
And the rest was pretty much like forensics.
Yeah, that's definitely a learning curve XP. Role playing, I think everybody gets a point of XP for role playing. Again, Josh, Nye, Vero, you can have 2 because we've done 2 sessions.
Oh, here we go. How much does an extra point of potence cost?
For you, not
case,
as much as everybody else.
Wicked. Right, we're gonna.
And then finally, the Heroism Award, I believe we decided last week, went to Nye for
absolutely
having the balls to turn around to Luis and go, "You're not a very nice man."
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's XP out of the way. How much XP have folks got?
Wait, Josh should get 1 for going on his own against the police to protect Bathory.
It was the
everyone.
opposite of heroism.
It was stupidity that turned into stupidity.
Like the only
but it was heroic.
I think
And Jerry said so.
Potentially Nye, I think, gets it again for Jerry put on this all singing, all dancing. Hey, vampire's a cool cat. And I'd be like, no, you were mean to a waitress. I'm not having it.
He didn't say it though. He just
Oh, that's true.
Got it.
Maybe Sinthia gets it for the last episode on account of she did all the actual work. All we did was kick around town.
Yeah.
Well, no, your call. Who gets it, Josh or Veronique?
Oh,
Don't worry, no, we'll still be friends.
No, I think I'll give it to Veronique because I think that from a like actual going forward, we actually do need the stuff that Veronique did to happen. Whereas what we were doing was important from more kind of also from a narrative side, but more for like character stuff. Whereas the actual plot was
Camera
progressed
is not happy
by
tonight,
Veronique.
is it?
I think what became really clear in the last session is that when Sinthia is not thinking for everyone, things go to pot really quickly.
Well, I just like the idea of it's like, is it stupidity? Is it heroism? They're the same. The only difference is stupidity is what you call it when you fail, and heroism is what you call it when you succeed.
A fair point.
Fantastic.
Okay, so if anybody wants to advance any skills, talents, abilities, or anything like that, Josh,
How much would it cost for a third point of potence?
for you, your discipline is a clan discipline, so it's current rating times 5.
10. Perfect. All right.
Would
I got
cost 10.
4 XP left.
Oh, crikey. So you've got potence 3.
Yeah.
Oh. Someone's
Forget
going to feel
about
that.
flipping the car. It's going to go to the moon next time.
You could buy a new ability
With the
for
4
3
left
points. You could take a point of
Uh,
melee if you wanted, because you were eyeing up that sword.
I already have melee 3.
Oh, you can't do that then. So you could get a new ability, or with 4 points you could take an attribute from 1 to 2, or an ability from 2 to 3.
Okay, I'll do that. 2 to 3 on an ability. What do I have in 2? Drive. I'm getting better at driving. There we go.
How
All
much
right.
is going up one ability?
To go up an ability that you already have is current rating times 2.
All
So I
right.
have 1. So 2
I'm at
and-
finance 4.
When you get to 4 in something, you could choose a specialization as well. So if you have 4 in an ability or an attribute, you can give it a named specialization. And should your named specialization be appropriate, you can choose to either ignore a 1 or re-roll a 10 on that roll. So, for instance, finance 4, you could take money laundering as a
That's
specialism.
what I was thinking.
Or like, yeah. Book cooking, generally.
Hmm.
And where would I write that?
There's a little space next to the skill that should have a righty bit in. Pat, what were you saying? You were going to put up a skill.
Yeah, I bumped up my craft skill by 1.
Very wise. Craft is always a specialization, so just pop the word body in there.
I don't
Got
think we can.
Fair
yeah, I
enough.
don't think I
On
can
the
edit
sheet.
If
Yeah,
they won't
it's-
let you on the sheet, don't worry about it. Just sort of make a mental note. Rog,
it.
what
In my
about you?
head, though. In my
Yeah,
head, though.
in your
I got
head.
There's a notes
Yeah, I'll
bit,
write it
so you
in
could,
merits
I
or
yeah,
don't think I
whatever.
can
or
afford
merits.
much with my 3 XPs.
Ouch.
I'll just,
You could get a new ability, or you could raise an ability from 1 to 2.
Nah, it's not worth it.
No, probably worth hanging on to. But you have got a metric shit ton of chemistry. Have you got any resources?
Resource 2.
Because you could claim those points back if you wanted to, because Bathory and Gregor may have slightly compromised your flat.
To
Only
be fair,
slightly.
it was compromised when we got there.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I meant the
we
running
just-
battle with the police outside the front of it.
Not the
they were
back door
coming
that we
looking for
tore-
the apartment. We,
But equally, you don't need to. You could keep the apartment and claim innocence because nobody knows that you're involved.
just-
Yeah, I'll keep my apartment
That's
because
fine.
I wasn't even there. So.
You weren't, no. So, while Bathory and Gregor have been schlepping around town trying to find Driscoll because they were worried about him, he went off. They were like, we're going to go and find him. And they took a 900-year-old crusading knight with them in the hope that he might be able to support them in finding it. The last place you had to check is, funnily enough, where we open our camera for this evening. And Driscoll, the condemned pier in Alchemy Town is totally off limits to everybody, but everybody ignores that completely. The kids use it as like a rite of passage. You're not really considered to be an alchemy teen if you've never been on the pier. And there are loads of homeless people and drug users that make a lot of use of the pier as a place to, hang out, chill out, and not be hassled by the police. Because it's in Fishpool, the police don't go there. There's a big sign on the front that says, "Condemned, do not enter." People die there every year. But that's all there is to stop them getting there. And you sat on the pier with a couple of your contacts, feet hanging over the edge, throwing garbage off the end, smoking up a bowl, just chilling out, really. What do you want to do?
Well, if the opportunity presents itself, I'll try and feed if I can.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's pretty mellow and pretty laid back and chilled out, so feeding won't be all that difficult.
I think you've got something on your neck. Let me just...
Yeah, so how much can I take from them without the, just to kind of make them feel like they've got a bit high /
A little bit of a high. If you take 1 blood from each of the 4 people that are there, they'll be even more laid back. You could take up to 3 from each of them, but at 3 they're starting to teeter on the edge of possible blood loss.
I'll take 2 from each.
I love the mental image that you're going around just going,
Yeah, it's like shots on a bar.
But everybody's like chilled out, laying on these like crapped out, musty old sofas and like beach chairs and shitty bits of old furniture. There's a broken Ferris wheel and a broken merry-go-round behind you, and all the old shops and shit that have kind of got caved in roofs, but the frontings are still standing. It's a poster of absolute desolation and loss. It used to be big. In the 20s, this was the place to be. It's not the 20s anymore.
So, as well as the weed, I'll also have a bottle of port that I'll be passing round. But
somebody's getting LARP nostalgia.
Just because it seems funny and I want to see what it does, I'm going to put some of my blood in there.
Okay.
You just like openly put some like in front of them? Or
No.
Yeah.
Just kind of when there was a quiet moment, just kind of.
Driscoll, are you all right, man? Yeah.
This is my body.
Yeah, I'm worried you're not getting enough iron in your diet, so just think of it like that.
Do you have any Auspex, Roger, as a discipline?
No, I don't have Auspex as a discipline.
Okay, so after you've fed and given everybody a bit of blood, and they're all just super chilled out on the loungers and the sofas and stuff, and you're just kind of sat back looking at this little posse of people that are there. From inside the concession stand behind you, someone clears their throat.
I'll spin around very, very quickly because last time I didn't see something coming, it hurt.
There's a girl in there, looks to be about 12 years old, maybe 13. Skinny little thing, kind of dirty. And she kind of goes...
I'll stay where I am and go, hi. What do you want?
No, it's gonna be
Do
bad.
it. Do it.
That's a fucking like 900-year-old vampire for sure.
I'll just... Can I try and get a good look at her to see if I can... Does she look like she is a vampire?
Doesn't look anything like a vampire, no. She's a dirty little urchin. And this is where teens come to prove how cool they are.
Okay, I'll kind of get up and wander over.
She stays behind the counter so that the counter is between you and her.
I'll also kind of look around in case anyone else is about.
She's like, you new in town?
No.
Just, you seem to be eating folk, and I don't recognize you.
Kind of look at her like she's mad. What?
She kind of stretches a little bit and kind of grows up to the size of an adult woman. Hideously disfigured. Like her face is just a mass of like melty flesh and scars. And she's wearing sort of a biker jacket, leather trousers. She does appear to be tooled up for a fight. Got a couple of sticks strapped on her hip and a shotgun on her back. Big old machete hilt poking out the bottom of the leather jacket. But she's got her hands up like that.
I don't like where this is going.
Now having a face
You're vampire, right?
Yeah.
You cruising through town or are you sticking around?
That sounds like thinking ahead.
Because you're kind of in breach of the traditions, man.
The what?
The traditions. You're supposed to present yourself to the prince and say who you are and who made you.
Who's the prince?
Oh boy.
Artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah, exactly. How
Have
dare
you
not know
recently
the
been
artist
smacked
formerly
in the
known as
face
Prince?
with a shovel?
Yeah.
Crap. I mean, technically you're one of the bad guys and I'm supposed to take you in, but we're a little short-handed right now.
Wait. I'm a bad guy now?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Well, you got hit in the face with a shovel and now you're drinking blood and you don't know anything about the traditions. You're one of the bad guys.
Because I don't know about some old traditions?
Yeah, literally. It means you've been made without permission. We're totally legal to just kill you on sight. You got to know that, right?
That seems a bit much.
Did your sire not tell you anything?
I don't even know who my sire is.
Oh shit, caitiff. Man, that sucks. Okay, look. She looks around, looks over her shoulders. She's pretty sure there's nobody out here following us or looking right now, but you gotta know that these guys that did this to you, they're not good people. They are fucking up the downtown area big time right now, and any intel you can provide would go a long way towards me forgetting I saw you, if you know what I'm saying.
Unfortunately, I don't really know much. I got hit in the face. I woke up like this. And, yeah.
You woke up on your own?
Yeah.
No one else there?
I woke up in a grave just outside of town.
Ooh, where? Where was the grave?
I will say some grave. I'll describe some graveyard outside of town. Not the
Anybody
one
else
where I
with
actually
you?
was. No.
Anybody waiting when you came up?
Nope.
Well,
Why do you think I'm here? I don't know what the fuck's going on.
they proper dicked you over. When was this? Today? Tonight?
A couple of weeks ago.
Couple of weeks? Shit, they've been here longer than we thought. Alright, look. No one comes out here on the pier.
I've been coming here for years.
Yeah. No one comes out here on the pier. No one's going to come checking. No one feeds here. The only one of us who even thinks about coming out here is me. So if you stay out here, when this all blows over, we can talk to the prince about maybe getting you a place?
Well, how do I prove to him that I'm not a bad guy?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You stay here, you lay low for a little bit, and...
I can't physically stay here on the pier.
Under. You go under the pier when the sun comes up, you'll be safe.
Like a troll.
How
You're
do I know
talking-
you're not gonna stab me like some other guy tried to?
Well, because, for a start, I can feed you. You need blood? I've got blood.
Sort
And
of
not like
sounds a bit
shitty stoner
weird.
blood, like proper vampire blood. Tastes better.
Hey, I like what they're doing.
Yep. But if you need blood, I can feed you.
Who are you?
My name's Jackie. I'm a vampire like you. Well, not exactly like you. Whatever the hell you are, we still need to work on.
Wait, there's more than one type.
Hell yeah.
Like, how many?
Like 6 or 7 that count, and then 4 or 5 bad guys as well.
How do I know which one I am?
Well, at the minute you're undeclared, that makes you a bad guy. You got hit in the face with a shovel, that's bad guy territory. And you gotta know.
So are they like gangs or something?
Yeah, kinda.
But who you get bitten by means you're a bad guy.
Yeah.
That's a pretty shitty way of doing
Pass me
things.
that bowl.
That's how real gangs work, basically.
Kind of walk back over, pick it up, walk back.
She pulls the machete out, cuts her hand, and bleeds into the bowl. A little bit, and then she licks her hand and shows you that the cut has healed up. Puts the
Worst
machete
cereal
back up
ever.
under her jacket. Says, "Look, drink that. There's more where that came from."
How do I know this isn't some kind of trick?
Why the fuck would I be feeding you for a trick? I'm just trying to
I
stop
don't
you
know.
getting caught. Because
Nobody
if you
tells
don't
me
get
shit.
caught, if you get caught, I'm in the shit now because I didn't finish you off myself. But if you don't get caught and I introduce you to the prince, then what I've got is a handy dandy ally that helps me and mine do a bit better with what we've got, yeah?
But if I was hit in the face with a shovel and that means I'm a bad guy, won't this prince just kill me anyway?
Not if we beat the people that shovel faced you.
What?
I would so love it if this is at some point just before she leaves. It's like, Driscoll,
Yeah.
it's us, the people that you got shovel faced with. We all together.
I mean,
we
Driscoll
met-
is probably high
Driscoll!
as fuck right
Yeah,
now.
and we met the bad guys.
I'm assuming,
Driscoll!
drinking blood of people that have been smoking a lot will give.
Oh, yeah, you definitely got a bit of purple
Oh yeah, no,
haze
he is
going on.
he is high as hell.
He is
right
high
now.
as balls. She's like, look, just drink the blood. Try not to bite too many people. It shows up. I will come back tomorrow. I'll bring you some more. We can talk again when you're a little bit more straight-headed, yeah?
So is biting people bad?
Yes, bite people bad,
Why?
because if they remember, you're screwed. It is
They
much
haven't seemed to
better
remember.
to feed from other vampires than it is to feed from people. Because
But
some of us have
sure-
got like little places where we keep a few people on tap and we get
It's an
that blood
IPA.
and we cascade it down. It's
How-
the
how do
American
we-
dream. It's trickle down
how-
economics.
How do we do that? Getting people to feed off.
We'll talk more about that tomorrow, okay? For now, drink the blood, stay here. I'll be back tomorrow. Meet you here then.
Okay, and I'm gonna kind of wander off back to the edge.
Do you take the bowl with you?
Yeah, I'm holding the bowl.
So she disappears again. At which point, Gregor and Bathory and Jerry, you arrive outside the condemned pier.
Just at the top of our lungs. I hope my friend Driscoll, who we murdered that vampire for, is either.
You pull up outside the pier. There's this big chain link fence, barbed wire along the top, loads of signs saying keep out and condemned. But there's also a very well-known bit of the fence where it tilts to one side and there's a little gap just about big enough for teenagers to get through without disturbing it. People who are a bit bigger than that, they can kind of lift and move the gate a little bit to create enough space to slip through.
Can I part the chain link fence like curtains with Potence 3?
With Potence 3,
Yeah.
you can literally just
Please.
sort of poke your fingers in the chain link fence and kind of go ding, 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 and just rip the whole thing open.
A gentleman.
I led into the batteries looking at like the keep out because he definitely never was in the time, never passed the right, and was totally a loser. I was like, maybe we should. And then you know what? It's okay. Fate has taken control. That fate being Gregor.
I don't know. Is subtlety on call for here, or should we just Gregor and battery it up and go down shouting Driscoll?
Well, to be honest, if this is the last place your friend might be, it looks utterly condemned. Though I don't see anyone here. Do you?
Well, he like they go out on the pier. They don't like stand at the fence because then you could be seen, right? Jerry, you're smarter than that.
True point. Well made. Let's go out on this pier then and see if your friend is here. This is the last place we can really look for him, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll find him here.
I don't know how many more murders I can do before this isn't a search
Well-
party anymore and it's just a spree.
Well, Gregor, we will have to talk about the murders. 'cause
I would
think-
like that.
Yeah, I think we'll have to have a chat about that.
So you
That's
make
the-
your way quite loudly along the pier. Driscoll, you can hear a conversation moving towards you, but one of the accents is
Driscoll!
decidedly familiar to you.
It's batteries.
He's got that lecturing tone of telling people that murder is bad.
I've not murdered anyone.
No.
His arm just exploded. What am I to do?
Well, I appreciate that you tried to disarm him, but we will have to go over what disarming means. It doesn't mean literally.
So as you
removing
round
arm
the
from
concessions
body.
past the Ferris wheel and the roundabout, there's a bunch of stoners sort of laying on decrepit old sun loungers on the end of the pier. And Driscoll kind of sat on the edge of the pier himself with a bowl full of some dark liquid. You found him.
Driscoll, we found you.
Well, it only took us all night.
It's okay. We'll get back
What?
before.
Oh,
We're looking for you.
we've been looking for you. We were in your house. You may not want to go back there for a while.
Yeah.
Did you try my pager?
Well, we don't have a pager.
What is pager?
I don't. Well, it's like a little box that goes boo boo, and it sends messages.
Is that the thing Sinthia gave us?
Yes, but remember we ran out of batteries for it because we kept sending pagers to each other.
Yes. Just sitting across each other.
Oh, this is yeah. The two of us like.
Oh, do I need to know what my vinculum ratings are?
Oh, yes, sorry, your
No.
vinculum ratings, yes. Driscoll's vinculum ratings are...
I'll put this in notes, I guess.
So to Sinthia, it's a 5, which is, you know.
Okay.
To Clem, it's a 1.
Well,
So she loves you, and you're like, eh. To
Damn.
Gregor, it's
That's why she loves you. She can't get you.
I know that's only my blood bond.
yeah, it's only the
Don't you
blood
worry.
bond.
I
You're still
hate that.
you can still be friends. To Gregor, it's also 1.
Wow.
Ow.
Yeah,
Yeah, long live the boys.
and to Bathory, you know, we'll double that to 2. So while you didn't get any particularly strong blood bonds towards you, you also didn't get any particularly strong blood bonds towards anyone.
Wow.
So the dice were
Camarilla.
evil
I'm gonna
kind
see
both ways.
Please.
I'm gonna see what Clem goes for, but I think Sinthia has the best bathing average on the vinculum.
I
Cynthia
got a
7858,
10 with
Clem
Gregor.
9816.
I got a 10 with me, that's all.
So,
Gregor has to die for battery.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
I'll stand up. You know, I'll kind of climb off the pier, accidentally knocking the bowl into the water.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, Driscoll, you have spilled your borscht. You know we can't eat, right?
Dude, it was pork, not food.
Oh, because I had the hot dog on the way here again, and they...
yes. Jerry had to wipe the car up. It's fine.
Good morning to you. My name is Jerusalem Christian. People know me as Jerry. I've been travelling today with your friends here, assisting them in their quest to find you.
I like the idea that the pair of us walked ahead of Jerry and he did that thing like, hello, I am also here.
Kind of look at him like I'm trying to work out if he's real and kind of go...
He's got like a tweed waistcoat and a shirt and tie on, and he's wearing like pressed trousers and shiny shoes, and carrying one of those round document wallets that architects use to transport plans in.
Who's the dude?
Driscoll, I am going to expedite things a bit here. It has been 12 hours since I have spoken to Sinthia, and I have killed twice. I think we need to go home.
What?
Turns out I can't think at all without someone telling me what to do. Even Bathory was here, and I still did the murders.
Yeah, it's been...
What?
Don't worry about it. The murders were at your place of don't worry about it.
Can I pick up Driscoll?
So I can't go home?
No. We'll talk about it in the car. Let's just get in the car. Yeah.
Take Driscoll by the hand like a toddler.
Dude, I'm fine.
Well,
okay.
we're just saying you might not be fine potentially. You've not spoken to anyone, have you? Like other vampires yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, both sides against the middle. Nice.
That's a very independent Ravels.
if only I was good at like reading people, but I'm really... Oh no, I've got empathy, but no, it's not easy.
I also get the impression that Rob's character is just fucking unreadable.
Yeah.
He's got manipulation out the way.
Yeah, no, I know.
Plus, he's so outrageously baked that you tend to just assume.
Yeah,
he's high as hell.
I don't think Bathory's the kind of person that would doubt when a friend says something to him. Anyway,
I mean, Bathory is probably well aware he's high as hell right now. It's not an uncommon sight in there.
Yeah, no, and also you're out here, and to our understanding, why would a vampire come here? It's a shithole.
So you hop in the car.
Yep,
Rog, you going with him? I mean, your house is walkable from here.
It's fine, dudes. I'll bed down.
Oh,
We just spent like all night looking.
I'll kind of gesture with my head back towards the people.
Have you been like heating them?
Yeah. The other night took a lot out of me, and I needed to get some back in.
How much? They're still alive, right? You've not killed them.
No, dude, they're fine. It's just I'm trying to
I'd like to go over to them. Do they look mellow? They look okay, yeah?
They look absolutely gazeboed.
Okay. Or like if I like wave
they're
my hand
alive.
at
Yeah, they're
them,
totally alive.
They react. Yeah.
They react, but their reacting is like, yeah.
They're probably reacting like Driscoll is after he smoked one too many.
Yes, I figure that.
Can I ask Jerry a question?
Yeah.
I'd be like, Jerry, what would a knight do in this situation?
These are mortals.
No, I mean about Driscoll. He's not coming. We spent all night looking.
Well,
And he's not coming.
I'm here.
And you found him.
I mean,
Congratulations, but he has a place to live. My young friend, I should tell you that the police were looking for you at your place of residence.
What? Why?
They had arrived at your place of residence and were in the process of heading in to talk to, we believe they were there to talk to you.
And I killed them for you.
What?
Gregor was able to intercept them before they entered your building, so we don't know if they were coming to your flat, but were they to do so, they would find your illusions and be potentially confused, perturbed.
I haven't left any in my flat.
Yeah, you did. You did your flat up.
To a real nice flat.
I didn't actually spend the blood or.
Oh crap! I thought you'd done your flat up.
No.
We went through it as if it was like beautiful.
That's okay.
Oh, they've been having this conversation.
I think you should come with us. I think we should go back, keep the heads down, everybody get together. We can watch the Hungry Caterpillar a little bit, and then we can listen to what Sinthia has to say.
I mean, if you need me, I'll come, but otherwise I'm just gonna stay and chill.
I think we need him. Battery, we need him, right?
Battery's putting the 4 people in the recovery position, and making sure they've got like pillows and comfy things to keep
They
them
do not
warm.
have pillows and comfy things.
I
They've got like
Jerry, do you have any
fold up hoodies and
They've got
shitty sun
they're on
lounges.
sun lounges, and it's not that cold, is it?
How
It's
many
not that
layers
cold,
is
no.
Battery wearing? Can I make like a little pillow or something? No.
Yes, you
I'm
can
probably-
take your jumper off and make it into a little pillow for one of the stoners.
Yeah, I know. I just realised that. Damn, I need to wear more jumpers in this instance.
I'll
There's no
100%
way
give
of,
Battery my jumper as well.
Well, there's only 2 of us.
Angrily
Yeah.
dressing down Driscoll.
Do you guys know if there's a way to, kind of make people want to come back for more?
I don't
That-
know.
When you say want to come back for more, what do you mean?
As in, so I don't have to find people all the time?
Oh, I see. You're very wise, actually. Building up a herd is an intelligent way of selecting a group of people upon whom you could feed. I'm terribly sorry, young Bathory, but I know the term herd is probably offensive to your young ears, but this is a Camarilla term, not one that we use generally.
Hey,
Yes,
I-
if you
I
feed
like
someone
the
your blood
special-
3 nights in a row, they will be bound to you. It will give them increased strength, resilience, but they will also want to serve you. If you just want them to come back for feeding purposes, your bite should actually be quite ecstatic to them. They should enjoy it, and after repeated exposure to the bite, they will want to come back for more. I would also suggest that, for instance, the people here, are they opium addicts?
No, nothing so heavy, man.
Jerry does help you.
I love
He really likes the
Jerry's old-timey understanding of drug culture.
Oh, your
we like
your
the pot.
Hashishim connection.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you were to take a corner of that market, as they say, then that's another way of developing a regular supply of people upon whom you can feed. 1 or 2 a night should keep you tided over beautifully, except on particularly active nights.
Nice.
Like we have had looking for you.
Out of character, it's very concerning to me that somebody this old is like, yeah, just operate a drug ring and you get tons of people. You'd be amazed.
It may be illegal now, but these things change like the seasons. I barely remember when the law changed to illegalize it. It used to be perfectly legal. I think it was something to do with reading.
What?
The reason your Hashishim friends are able to indulge their habit, shall we say, and it being illegal, is to do with ensuring that the poor couldn't read initially, rather than anything else. It's got nothing to do with the drugs itself. It's, well, you know what the government of this country is like.
I'll just lean into bathroom and be like, is this happening? Is this dude real?
Battery's like, if only I had like a tiny water bottle so that when they wake up they don't feel dehydrated. Yeah, Driscoll. He's I think he's a little bit old. I think he was buried like during the first crusade.
Yes, a building fell on me. Most unpleasant.
Yes, I can imagine.
But
so
I was
yeah,
dug
it's-
out in the 15th century, so I have been around since then. I do know a thing or
Whoa.
two about
Dude, that's awesome.
opium.
That's kind of insane. That's a
That's
huge
so cool.
time difference.
Guys, I am
So
getting
did
a
you guys
headache.
like meet a king or something?
No, look, I'm getting a headache from all these, headaches with pictures, these ideas. We need to get back to Sinthia now!
Before I
I
start
believe you're
having to
talking
learn-
about thinking, Gregor.
Yes, I hate it so much!
Okay, it's all right, Gregor. Okay.
Why, what's
Just-
going on?
Well, before we go, Driscoll, do you have like these kids' phone numbers so we can like contact someone, or will they be
Pagers, right?
fine? Pagers. Yeah.
I'm assuming we would have exchanged numbers and stuff.
These people aren't kids. They're perfectly
No, they're not
capable
kids, yeah.
adults that
Yeah,
can
but
look
I don't
after
know.
themselves. But Bathory has Humanity 8, we know.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
these
it's
are
seven
probably
now
people
after
that
the pigeon.
7 now.
7
I'm
after the
saving
pigeon.
up to
That's
get it
true.
back up to
7.
8.
these are people that are our age. It's
Yeah, no, but still, yeah, I go. Okay, whatever, it's fine.
so what's going on? Why
We'll
do you need
explain
me?
in the car because I think Gregor's
just going to go back to the car and start slamming his head off the horn.
Oh God, okay. Yeah, just if you come with us, Driscoll, it'll be easier that way, please.
Meanwhile, Patrice, you've spent the night in the company of the nasty little deviants, the Sabat pack that like to wear latex and chains and cause a scene. And they've had something of a party in a nightclub, and it's been an eye-opener, that's for sure. You've seen a lot, you've learned a lot, you've eaten a lot. Your blood pool can be up to full if you wish.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we don't really need to get into the gory details of what
No, definitely not.
happens on the explicit side of things, because damn straight that shit's happening. But so does she get a chance to convene with Farah?
Yes, you're considered to be Farah's guest of honor for the evening, and she's as like a professional dominatrix. She's kind of holding court in this club. She has her own little area of stage, and she's made them go out and get her a much nicer chair than everybody else. That's more like a throne. She has her feet up on one of her vampire subordinates. And people are attending her as she chooses, but you're kind of sat at her left-hand side for most of the evening, and you chat about being a vampire and doing cool stuff, and she gives you a few pointers on how to mush someone's face around and things like that. The
So,
gifts
yeah,
of the
all right.
blood.
I suppose we don't have to get too farther into it, but she definitely does bring up a couple of her perhaps misgivings, and she expresses like a kind of basically more or less she says, I have more power than I've ever known what to do with. I have more power than I ever thought that I could possibly have. I have everything that I could have wanted, but I don't know how to use it. I feel useless in spite of this. And basically she kind of bears her
And she
semblance
cups your
of a soul.
face with this absolutely elegant porcelain white, finely sculpted hand. She says, "You poor darling. You were a caterpillar. And now you're straining against the cocoon that you've woven around yourself, ready to burst out into the night and become a glorious moon-drenched moth. The power is there. It's in you and has been all along. Once you learn how to wield it, you will be a goddess among mortals. They will love you, cater to your every whim, and despair at your moods. We're here for you during this difficult time."
It is all I really, really ever wanted.
I suggest that your lady friend, Sinthia, she has her head in the right place. She has the makings of a fine pack leader. But you, my darling girl, will be their priest. Yes.
What does that entail?
You will channel the divine nature of the blood itself, lead them in the rites and rituals of our people, and guide them along their path to greatness.
How can I learn this? How can I do this for them, for us, for myself?
So she teaches you one or two extra little bits and pieces that night. So you can take a dot in rituals, which is a background, and she teaches you the ritual for the vinculum, which is the blood bonding ritual that everybody does to share and mingle their blood.
Okay, yeah.
And
so
she teaches you the fire dance, which is the one that Gregor did with the jumping and the fire. Like, this is the beginning for you. And she presses a little book into your hand that feels like it's bound in leather.
Well, shit. Yeah, no, I take that, and I've definitely got a nice leather purse that I slip it into.
That book was like 100% a person before, wasn't it?
I mean, I guess I look at the title first before I slip it in.
Oh, it doesn't have a title on it. It's full of handwritten notes. It's like a diary almost, but it's like a Book of Shadows come diary spectacular.
Is this yours?
Yes, dear, from a long time ago.
Would you like me to return it?
No, it's served its purpose for me. It's time you had it. When the time is right, you will pass it on.
I'm honored. Someone of your magnificence.
Now,
to give this
child,
to me, it truly is meaningful.
You're not one of those. You're one of these. Don't simp to me, darling.
As you wish.
So you have a debauched party with the Kinky Latex Vampire Club, and then head home in a limo at the end of the evening.
Oh, fuck. All right, nice. I didn't see this all going the same way, but I'm very happy that it went this way. Holy shit.
Pat, have you ever seen the movie Preaching to the Perverted?
I have not, but that is now on my list.
You absolutely must watch it. Half the things I learned about Farah, I learned from that film.
Well, shit, it's now top of my list.
Anyway, so you get dropped off back at the studio in a limo.
Gotta give me one of these. Fuck the van.
Lucky thing you said that. The boys may have already done that.
Yeah, we fucked the van.
Yeah, okay. So she was definitely feeling pretty emotional at the beginning of the night. Very very kind of wishy-washy, but now she's feeling empowered and reassured. She had some doubts. Now she's reassured.
So bursting back into the studio, there's Sinthia doing her thing.
I didn't wrap up what I needed to do.
What were you finishing off with, Sinthia?
Alright, I'm still at the internet cafe with my husband.
Oh yes, with your husband.
Yeah.
He doesn't know it yet, does he? Poor lamb.
Yeah, and he probably doesn't even know I have his wallet. I do have a question for you. Would Sinthia know if any of the .com companies are publicly traded?
At this stage, a lot of them are still in startup phases. There's talk of them collaborating on a massive stock market splurge in the run-up to April, the financial year shift.
Have they been talking to any bank to undersign them?
Absolutely, they've been talking to many banks. They're all talking to different banks. They're getting co-signed, they're getting undersigned, they're getting insurance, and all those things are going through. But they also appear to be collaborating difficult collaboration because they're all very headstrong entrepreneurs, but there certainly appears... actually, make me a finance roll.
All right. It's already piped in. It's the one I rolled the most. 5 successes.
Ouch.
Wait, even more than that, 6 successes.
Okay, so your financial acumen shows you that there is a central body that is trying to pull all of these companies together to float them collectively. So that this talk about them all floating at the same time onto the stock market appears to be being driven by a shell company. Digging into the shell company, it's a shell of a shell. And you track it back through a number of separate shell companies to an account in the Cayman Islands, which is registered to a resident of Alchemy by the name of Harper Bailey.
That guy. So guess what? I already have those fax numbers piped in. So I'm gonna fax that also. For the fax numbers for the financial newspapers of the world.
I mean, there's nothing illegal about it.
No,
The fact that it's
shady
through
as
shell
fuck.
companies is a way to hide that there's an individual behind it. What they're doing is completely legal as a collaborative effort. But the fact that it would make one person an incredible sum of money.
Yeah. It's just a shame that there's not one that went through an IPO with a shady bank like Lehman Brothers, so I could have Lewis short them after I've hacked them. But, you know, we'll deal with what
But
we
as you're finishing up with that, Clem comes home from her party.
yeah, I'll have to tell Trey, by the way, I have your wallet. If you want it back, meet me at the Four Seasons after 11 p.m. tomorrow.
The fuck?
Love you too.
Crazy bitch. But he's still got the $500 in his pocket, so... And his head's still been kind of whammied by you making out with him.
I'll head home.
So you head home, you arrive home just before Clem does, and you're just getting all the lights on. There's a raccoon sitting on the roof. It kind of chitters at you aggressively.
He came back, Battery. Of his own accord.
You're literally just friends with this raccoon now. Literally just friends. Not pet, not ghoul, just friends.
Yeah, we're not ghouling the raccoon. I will be very upset if that happens. No! I know that face, Roger.
Guess who else has animalism? Roger doesn't, but the Ravnos get it as a clan discipline.
I could have it, but I don't.
So Clem, you arrive and Cynthia's already home. She's got the lights on. The whiteboard is still set up with the drawing of the crudely drawn penis and the plan for how you were going to screw over Limar.
Yeah, I probably want to dry erase that and update it.
The penis on the board is done a permanent marker for some reason. Everything else
So
comes off.
it's going to be written on Operation and on the shaft. Fuck Prince Harper.
And yeah, there's a suitcase on the side that you happen to know contains $250,000.
I counted 7 of them.
$7 whole dollars.
I was helping.
Yeah, so I assume Clem and Cece have the room for once, and Clem enters and says, "Cece, I'm sorry that I behaved the way that I did earlier."
It's all right. You can make it up to me by performing well as a CEO.
Wait, what?
You're now the CEO of an entertainment company. You just have to name it.
An
Entertainment company. We've got people to blackmail, and I will need content for the online world.
So, are we not a band anymore?
We are a band. We can resume being a band like you like once the Camarilla has left town.
I would like that. I
So help me help you, help me help Lewis.
Very well. Do we have anything more than just a name for this, or paperwork for this company?
You don't remember Daddy's wallet? Just crack open the case.
No, I remember the money,
And-
but it's never just been about the money for me.
It's something we'll do together. I'll show you how. And I'll put like 50,000 aside and give that to Clem and say, this is yours now. But it's yours with strings attached. You needed to make it fructify for Lewis, but I'll help you with that.
There are always strings attached. And I'm willing to play them.
Well, you can tie up my strings whenever you want.
I thought we had an agreement that within the band.
I mean,
What? Stop smooching Bathory.
So, boys, you get dropped off back at the.
Oh,
back at the
speaking
lockup.
of, what are my visitors?
Oh yeah, of course.
your vinculum.
10
Your
for
vinculum
Gregor.
rating.
yeah.
So, Clem's vinculum rating to Sinthia is 7.
Okay, not quite 9, but
To Gregor,
close.
it's 4.
Okay.
To Driscoll,
good.
it's 6.
Well, shit.
And to Bathory, it's 3.
Sorry, honey.
No, it's absolutely fine. It makes sense in context that the only person that super likes Bathory on Blood's sense is Gregor.
But Gregor did anyway, so.
Yeah, no, I know, that's what I'm saying. That it makes
Yeah,
sense.
no, I don't think any of this really changes that much of
Yeah.
anything,
But
actually.
it's funny
No,
because
no.
one of the first things I did as a vampire was break a guy's arm who was mean to you.
Yeah, exactly.
No more arm for you.
Before we left the pier, with chemistry 4, can I have made a copy of myself?
Yes.
I
Holy
will have
shit.
made a copy of myself that will walk back, to the pier and go.
Ah, okay.
I thought you were
Cunning.
gonna duke out on us again.
No, he's got the
No, no,
opposite way.
no,
He's
no,
going
real-
with you,
real
but
me
making
is
it
with
look
you.
like he didn't.
But flicking coins at you the whole car journey.
So
Piss
do
off,
I,
Ghost.
do I see Jerry come in with them?
Yes.
Oh god, that's
So
sorry.
a car drops off the boys, and accompanying them is this older-looking gentleman, quite short, with the tweed waistcoat and the document
And-
folder.
And if I remember correctly, my boy Gregor is now wearing a suit.
yeah, I'm
That's
really
a
well
very good
dressed.
point. Yes,
Yeah.
Gregor is currently wearing a suit.
A very nice
The
suit, yeah.
second the door opens up, Sinthia, I'm so glad to see you.
I'm gonna open my arms and kind of hug, but kind of this.
What? Yeah, not.
Yeah. And I'm gonna look at Jerry and say, "Who are you, and what did you do to my boys?"
No, Jerry's really nice. I'm
Sorry,
the
not
bad
really.
guy.
I have kept to my word and protected them this night against all who would do them harm.
He killed a cop with his sword.
Your word to whom?
To your sire. I've been paying back a favour to Luis this evening.
Told you about me?
No, he told me about them.
Well, he's my sire.
I knew him first.
Dear girl, Luis doesn't keep secrets from me. Not if he wants my help. But as pack leader, I return to you, your fellows, whole, intact, and unharmed. My word is my bond. It has been kept this night. I bid you
Does
farewell.
it go on to the next night? Because we'll need you.
Does not, I'm afraid. Gregor,
Yes.
should you need me? And he hands you a business card. Bathory, he hands you a business card as well. He says, I doubt very much that you'll call, but should you at any point in the future change your mind, I am reachable at any time. Milady, mistress.
Battery, will you help me with these numbers later?
Yeah, I will. Don't worry. I'll help.
Okay, thank you.
It's okay.
And I take my leave of you. And he backs out of the room.
I'll wave.
Gets
Hey,
back into
Jerry!
the swanky looking Chrysler that he's got outside. He stops when you speak to him.
You're all right. just
God guide
completely
you
like,
on your path, young man.
And you're real, apparently.
yeah, we flick coins at him too.
While he was driving.
Oh, he doesn't drive. He has a man for that.
Oh, yeah.
He's got.
Wait.
What was his name?
Charlie.
Charlie.
But
Yeah, Charlie.
didn't Charlie go away to dispose of the van?
Charlie did go away to dispose of the van.
He
You were
came
driving
back.
his car for him.
Oh, yeah, I was. Okay. That makes sense.
CC,
But when
I
you
think
arrive
that's
back
good
at the
to
lockup,
mention this.
Charlie is there with an RV.
Oh.
Amazing.
It's like a
I'm
big
gonna
old
look at.
swanky looking RV parked up outside. And when you get out of the car, Charlie gets in, tosses the keys at Bathory.
Hey, Battery, maybe I should drive. We got time.
Oh, because the speed limit. Okay.
yeah.
No, you're back at the lockup
Okay. Yeah.
where this exchange happens, because otherwise Charlie's going to just be sat in that car waiting for... Sorry, Jerry's going to be
Cool.
sat in the car waiting for Charlie to turn up.
Cool.
Which I think would be quite funny. I shall see you soon, my friends. And then sits in the car
Sits in the back of
and
the car,
waits for an hour.
pulls out a pocket watch.
Yeah, he's 900 years old.
So there you are, all together again.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna look at Driscoll in a nice Jugular. It's like, look what the cats brought in.
No, it was us.
If you wanted me, why didn't you just page me?
We saved you and you disappeared. Anyhow, I'm gonna point at the board, which it now says Operation, and in the shaft.
I'll just
Fuck
dump my shoes down
Arbor.
because I'm still not wearing them and slump on the couch.
Oh, right, this is that guy you told me about. The guy who's apparently in control of this entire city.
Yeah, so I've started fucking him over. Tomorrow is a big night, guys. I need all of you. We, as Lewis, as asked of us, are gonna enter the prince's territory. I have an important business meeting to conduct on behalf of Lewis's interests. And I will need you to, well, Clem, I'll need you to stay with me so I can show you how it's done. And I'll need the other guys to patrol the area, like make sure that the area is secure and collect information on what we'll be facing, because we will be in the prince's backyard. I'm checking in at the Four Seasons and we're gonna see if it's secure for me to stay there. But tomorrow night I need to be there. And Clem, you need to follow me.
What? Wait,
Yes, ma'am.
who's the prince and who's Lewis?
Okay,
Oh,
so
right, you weren't
Driscoll,
there for that.
here's what we found out.
Boy. That's why you shouldn't fuck off like that.
Here's what we found out, Driscoll. And the guys have explained this in short words for me. We are vampires, and there are other vampires, and they are not nice guys, but we're the nice guys. So what we have to do is burn this fucking place to the ground, but not literally, because if we do that, then there's nothing for the nice guys. And the bad guy who wants to kill Battery, as explained to me several times, his name is the Prince, and so we have to depose him, because obviously we all like Battery.
Why does he want to kill Bathory?
Sinthia wasn't clear on that, but she was very clear that was his objective.
He wants to kill us all. All of us.
Mainly
Every
Bathory.
single one of us and the people that created us. Everything about us.
Why? What did we do?
We were born or reborn or
Yeah,
whatever
it's
this
enough
is.
for them that we exist, that we deserve to die.
Whoa.
They're sort of like fascist law creating douchebags. You know, like, I don't know, label companies. And
I mean, to give you
fuck 'em.
an idea, Driscoll, I just uncovered tonight that he's trying to go public with all the .com companies in the city, which he controls through shell companies within shell companies that are all registered in the Cayman Islands. So that gives you an idea.
And he's trying to kill Bathory.
yeah, and he tried to kill Bathory. And you.
And
What?
Gregor, he was very upset by
That is
the
a good point. He
alligators
does
in town.
control the police. Jerry did tell you that.
Is
So
that why?
technically,
Is that why they were kicking in my door?
Most
Well-
probably because turns out the guy that was after you was one of their like assassins, if you will.
oh, Jerry taught us the word hashashi.
What an asshole.
So they're probably on your tail, Driscoll.
Bastards.
Probably on all of ours.
But mostly Driscoll, from what I can tell. If the police were at his apartment, then yeah, they looked you up. They haven't been here yet, and hopefully they won't be at the Four Seasons tomorrow. But I need all of you guys.
There's a knock at the door.
Sinthia, what should we do
Greg-
about the
Greg-
knock at the door?
Anthony's already
Gregor,
answering it.
go and get it, and I'll stand behind you.
So Bathory opens
Absolutely.
the door as Gregor starts heading towards it. There is a slender Middle Eastern woman stood at the door. She's got a little veil covering her nose and mouth.
Hello.
Hijab over her head.
Oh.
Sinthia, what do I
So
do
she's
now?
wearing a niqab.
Yeah.
I love the idea Anthony got up to open it, and Gregor also got up to open it, and then so all five of us are just standing behind each other, like, "Hello." We don't get much visitors. Hi.
We all stand at the door like this all the time.
So
I'm
you open
actually
the door
think
and she's just
there's,
stood
like-
there and you say, hello. She's like, salam. And she looks around and then her eyes catch Gregor.
Hello.
And she's excuse me. And she just kind of pushes past you.
Oh, okay.
Past
Walks
Gregor?
over to Gregor.
No, but
Hawks
Gregor,
up a gob of black blood. Spits it on the floor in front of you.
I will do exactly the same.
Yours is kind of red compared to her
Yeah.
black.
I've
You
got a
are
question.
saved this night
Is she real?
Flick a coin at her.
by the intercession of the Christian.
Yeah.
I will not take your contract, but there is one on your head.
Oh, okay. Sinthia, what should I do?
She looks at the rest of you, completely unworried. Bows once to the room and turns to walk out again.
Miss? Excuse me, miss. What is your name?
I am Talia Khan
Hey, thank you, Talia Khan. Are
of
you
the
with...
Assamite blood, and I have been paid to kill you.
And why you choose not to kill me?
I choose not to kill you because the Christian speaks for you and has stood by you this night.
Will others choose to kill me?
I am but a paid killer. If others are paid the same, perhaps they will come.
That is fair.
Why do
That
they
is
want to
fair.
kill him?
Probably the
It is
murders.
unfortunate, but he has been seen, and the people of the city wish him to die.
That is fair.
Under
he's not
any
going
normal
to.
circumstance, I would not speak to you or be seen by you. I would kill him alone in the night, and you would know by his body that he was dead. But the Christian has spoken for him.
You mean Jerry?
Is that
When you see
thank
him,
you.
you tell him that I have spared you because of what he did in Constantinople.
Duh, no problem. Will be first thing I say to him.
Thank you for your honor.
And she literally vanishes in front of you.
We gotta stop
awesome.
answering that door. Literally nothing but crazy vampires come through that door, right?
Plus, people
That's-
know where you
that's-
live.
Correct. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I think Jerry gave us the RV for a reason. Maybe we should get on the road.
This is the first that Clem and Sinthia have heard of an RV.
Oh,
What?
it's outside.
Okay, what?
It's
What happened to the van?
recreational vehicle.
There's-
Dude, we got an RV. That's awesome.
So, what happened? Probably should just fill you in. We went to look for Driscoll at his apartment, which was going very well. And then some police showed up, and it stopped going very well. And as a result of the not wellness, the van may have been identified by the police,
Battery.
and hypothetically,
Christ.
we
Battery.
may have destroyed it.
Hold your horses. I kind of knew that sort of shit would happen. And I'll point at the whiteboard. Again, that's why we're on Operation Fuck the Prince.
No, I understand that. I just wanted to make sure everyone was aware of why we
just-
don't have the
Just
van.
checking, you don't mean that literally, right?
Literally, metaphorically, financially, all the ways we can fuck him, let's fuck him.
I made sure to save
Kinky.
Fair.
the music sheets, by the way. I made sure to get all the possessions out of the van before it went away.
Thank you, battery. Sinthia, I can I add something?
Yes.
And I walk to the board and write in like, as if someone has never like, who understands that letters are a thing, but draws them as shapes, right?
Yeah, like a 4-year-old.
Yeah. Assassin, and then draw a little picture of my face and point an arrow towards it. I think we have a complication.
Are you gonna put sunglasses on?
Yeah.
It's like,
we're
CSI
we're
Miami.
all in agreement that we need to kill them before they kill us, right?
Bathory, where do you keep the soap for the floor? Kind of gotta clean that.
Oh yeah, no,
black
I can
blood
do that. Don't worry
from it,
about it, Clem. I'll be heading over to the sink to get like a little wash.
If you don't
basin.
mind.
Yeah, it's all right. It's fair enough. I look at the globule. I'm like, oh, it's gonna need some bleach and some gloves.
Rog, can you
This is also the way that my character always phrases the somebody needs to clean something.
Yeah.
Hey, Bathory.
Can you make some kind of bureaucracy or law roll?
Oh, I have a law one.
Bureaucracy, like what, like academics?
No, is there not
It's
bureaucracy on those
intelligence.
character sheets? So it'd be
No.
intelligence and law then.
Oh, okay. So intelligence. Believe.
Anybody else who has a point in law can
Yep.
make this roll.
I'll join.
I
in.
do not have law. I have finance, but not law.
No, this is a law one.
I do have a one success.
Somehow I got 2 successes on my 2 dice.
So it occurs to you that if the police were at your house and this woman was able to turn up at your doorstep, that someone in the know knows where you as a group can be found. So this location is probably not secure.
Yeah, you guys know that they can find us, right?
Yeah, we should get in the RV
Okay.
and wait it out in the parking of the Walmart or something until tomorrow.
You mean the
Surely
24-hour Walmart?
Surely all being in one place is a bad idea.
Well, if you want to fuck off to wherever you fuck off, you can join us tomorrow or not.
Driscoll, have you never heard
Just
of
grin at that.
divide and conquer? Like, surely if we're all together, at the very least, we can defend each other better.
Yeah,
And not
that's
in a-
what
all
I'm
your eggs
thinking.
in one basket.
Look, if
Well,
we're gonna trade
If you just want
idioms,
to go on your own and take your chances, Driscoll,
we just
have at it.
I think
We
Cynthia's
spent-
having a bit of a hard time right now.
we spent 5 minutes just trading idioms like, well, if you got all your eggs in one basket, divide and conquer.
A
Look,
bird
Driscoll
in the
is
bush
part
is
of the
worth
band.
18 birds in a shop.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah.
And if you're
Frankly,
fine with
my
being in a
dear,
VR,
I
an
do
RV
not
for the
give a
night,
single fuck.
Hey, let's be cool, guys. Let's be
Driscoll
cool.
is one of us. Driscoll's not going to bugger off, right? Right.
Well, he said he wanted to, and that's what he's been doing.
It's going to be safer for all of us to stay together. They're clearly at our tails,
Hey.
and I was very
That's
skeptical
what I
at
was
first.
saying, but
So
someone
you
was
have a good night
disagreeing.
when someone stabs you through the heart.
I was
Well,
skeptical
who
at
saved
first.
your ass on that one, Driscoll? And remember that.
Not you.
I was
We
there.
all were there.
I literally took that stake out of your heart.
Excuse
What
me.
more do you need me to do for you?
I did eat that man, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
I only did
wasn't. I wasn't talking about you.
no,
You
no.
were.
But I mean, Cynthia is the main like reason we were there, and if she didn't kind of like go, hey, we should get after Driscoll, I probably would have just been all about the rat blanket thing. So
What?
It's just one night. As soon as we kill this fucker, you can go back to doing whatever you like. You don't have to sleep with the rest of us. I wish I had my own place, so like kudos to you for having
Well,
one.
Clem, if everything works out fine tomorrow night, maybe you can move into the Four Seasons with me.
Hey guys, the little fridge in the RV is full of booze. If you want to check.
Which we can't drink, but thank you.
no, Jerry showed us you
Yeah,
can
you
have a
can.
little,
We can just a little bit.
but
I
battery
love
didn't.
that.
No, I don't.
Excellent.
Well, I will go in the RV, and whoever wants to go in the RV can join me, and we're departing in 2 minutes.
I've got a bunch of equipment. I'll be there in a
Question.
minute.
Question.
Josh
Yes,
question
Gregor,
or
you can lower your hand. Yes,
Can I go in the RV too?
of course,
Thank
Gregor.
you.
And I think you know what? I should really get you guys helmets and a baby alligator. But get in the RV.
I was saying this. Battery, you see, we come home and she makes everything better.
I don't disagree.
There's a concierge at the Four Seasons that's gonna get a whack list.
It's like the weirdest rider ever. A baby alligator, 4 pounds of bacon, 2 motorcycle helmets.
Amazing.
All right, so a few minutes later, after
Yeah, I'd love to have just like a moment of time to chat with Raj's character for a
yeah,
second.
sure. So while the rest
I'll
of you
take
are
a
loading
second.
up the RV, Pat, where you go?
So I wasn't part of the rescue mission or whatever they were doing. It seemed kind of silly to me. You're your own person. I'm my own. We're all our own people at the end of the day. But we are in danger. There are
Yeah, don't need to tell me.
there are people out there who want to kill us just for having been reborn the way that we have been. And frankly, I've had my misgivings about the whole affair too. I really miss dreaming. I miss the taste of sweat on my upper lip after a workout. I miss an apple, crisp, delicious. Now I drink this blood. It's been like less than a week, but I can already tell I'm going to have some struggles dealing with that. But we're in this together. We've all been fucked over by warring factions that we don't even know shit about. We've all been put into this common pool. And, look, if I could bugger off and not be part of this, I would be, but none of us have that option anymore.
It's nothing to do with avoiding what's going on. I like space. I always have. I'll be there when you need me.
And actually, the blood would magnify that. As a Ravnos, that's the kind of thing that the blood would be like, no, got to do my own thing.
Oh, okay.
It could be worse. I mean, you could be the Mongolian gangrel offshoot line who cannot stay in the same place for 2 nights on the trot without starting to go mad.
And I like people seeing my own face. And I'm told by Cece and my common sense that I have to not be seen for a little bit. And trust me, that's fucking killing me. You know how vain and narcissistic I am, and I know exactly what I am too.
I can make you look different if you want.
I can make myself look different.
That's cool.
What you said is cool too. But look, everybody must endure a little bit of pain every now and then to get through the doldrums of existing. And frankly, once we follow Cece's plan, take over this fucking city, we can do whatever the fuck we like. I don't trust that many people aside from Cece, because she's never fallen through before. And if anybody can make us safe and powerful, it is her. I'm putting my face off of the limelight for like a week, and I'm really hoping that we can take this city in a week, because holy shit, we have power now, and we can do whatever the fuck we want with it.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I will hand Clem my cell phone.
What is? Do you want me to?
I need space. Just give me a call tomorrow. Tell me where. I'll be there.
Wait. All right. So you're giving me your phone.
I've got another.
Dude is a drug dealer. He totally has 2
I'll
phones.
pull out another phone.
You already know we'll be at the Four Seasons. We said so.
All right, well, Cece's got some plan about the Four Seasons. We're
It's
definitely
a trust
probably,
thing. He's handing over one of his phones.
We're definitely going to be chilling in the Walmart 24-hour parking lot for the night. So you'll know where to find us in the morning if you need to. But
well, if you guys are all going to be at the Four Seasons, come dark, I'll meet you there.
it'll probably be fast. So wait around there. If you're not there by 12,
I'll be there.
thank you.
And I go into the night.
So the rest of you I've loaded up the RV, and Clem walks out to the RV. What are you going to tell him?
I tried to talk some sense into him. I told him some things. I probably should have told him more. But he's not going to sleep the night with us.
Yeah, well, what's new?
He's going to be there tomorrow, though.
We'll see. I'm not counting on him, so, boys, I need to tell you, we're going to be in great danger tomorrow. Probably.
Okay, and that is important, but...
And Gregor, you will need to protect Bathory, and Bathory, you will have to look out for Gregor, and you both will have to look out for Clem, and I will be inside the hotel.
Okay, and Cynthia, I know this is important to you, but right now I need you to tell us who gets the top bunk, because Battery and I can't decide.
Well, you just rock, paper, scissor it in those
We
cases,
have,
guys.
but we've drawn every
We
time.
always play a rock.
Okay, I'm gonna take a coin, set heads is Battery, tails is Gregor, and I'm gonna flip it.
It's Gregor.
Okay, Battery, you get to choose.
I'll take the bottom bunk and you can have the top bunk. 'Cause I know.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I know you guys.
So the bunks have
See,
been
no
slightly modified
problems.
in this RV in that instead of having little curtains that you can draw across, they got little shutters that you can pull down.
Oh,
They're like
that's
rigid
cool.
shutters. So sunlight can't get in. The windows on the RV also have little shutters on. So you can totally black out the interior of the RV. It's almost like it's been vampire proofed. And while there are 4 bunks inside, there are also 2 underfloor storage spaces. And those underfloor storage spaces have been fitted out with mattresses and cushions and pillows.
Yeah, I take that one. I don't know who else knows who my sire is, but I'd like to go underground as much as I can.
So
I'll
the
take
day
the top
arrives.
bunk of the other one.
It cycles through. Rog, where was Driscoll going to go and sleep?
Under the pier.
Under the pier downtown. It's where he drinks some blood.
Damn.
So you crash out under the pier. There's almost like a little nest thing built under there, like an upside down tent hanging off the bottom of the pier. It looks quite makeshift and is made of like old bits of timber and stuff. So if you looked at it from the beach or the sea, all you would see was like some shitty broken bits of timber. But it's actually a really well light-proofed little micro cubby. You can get in there and you can kind of curl up and there's enough space for a person to hide out. And good luck to anybody trying to find you there. It looks like Jackie has used this place before. There's a book and a lantern, well, more of a torch than a lantern in there.
What's the book?
The book is Don Quixote.
Oh, okay.
You was going to be down here.
Yeah, I was hoping for a Where's Waldo.
And day, sun goes across the sky. You know that whole fast motion blade thing where daylight happens and they skim through it in like 3 seconds. Bathory, you wake up in the bottom bunk
Okay.
of the RV in the Walmart parking lot.
Pull up the shower, roll out, and
You wake up way earlier than us.
I make sure everything's spick and span, and then I'm gonna like just kind of get in the driver's seat, ready to thing. Yeah, I know. Gregor said that he was gonna drive, but just in case, I'll just wait there.
So, Pat, you don't wake up next, but you do dream. And it is weird and messed up. Like you're stalking through the city streets and they're ankle deep in blood. And everywhere you go, people are running backwards and forwards. A petrol tanker crashes over on its side and slides down the road, catching fire. One of the vampires that you saw at the party is standing on the top of it. He's got these 2 great big insectoid eyes.
Cool.
And he jumps off as the tanker explodes and slides into the front of a shop. These other group of vampires with machine guns, their fangs bared, are like backing towards the zoo, it looks like. firing machine guns at a giant albino alligator. All the while, creatures are stalking along the walls behind you, claws in the wall, feet in the wall, like clicking and clacking their way along the sides of a building. They look human, but their movement isn't. They've got this sort of insectoid movement about them. And coming up from the blood below you, there's these sort of faces and shapes that appear and disappear, like faces and hands pushing up through the blood and then dissolving whenever you look straight at them. And standing atop a building in the middle of town, you can see this giant white-skinned man with a huge muscle. His muscles have muscles. Like, he makes Gregor look like a wimp. So it's like Mr. Universe meets Superman on acid. And his fangs aren't just big, they're enormous. They stick right out of his mouth. Like these two, he's like a saber-toothed vampire man.
Is he single?
He's wearing
Asking the
what's
important
left
questions.
of a business suit. So he's got a tie and a shirt, but the sleeves are ripped completely off the shirt. The suit jacket he was wearing has been shredded and is kind of hanging off of him. He's got a Tommy gun in one hand and a machete in the other, and he's bellowing at the sky and slicing through the blood around him, beheading things left, right, and centre. And you wake up. And you're kind of slightly wet to the touch, so you spend 2 blood points instead of 1. Everybody spends 1, you spend 2. You're coated in a thin sheen of blood from head to foot, like you've been sweating, but the only sweat you can produce is blood.
Well, fuck me, buddy. Literally.
Gregor wakes up,
Good morning.
rolls out of bed, turns the TV on.
Clem, you look delicious.
Dude, I think I need a shower.
You okay, Clem?
Did we figure out if you could do that? Because there was something about running water. Could we?
No, we're okay for running water.
Because I have baby.
And
legs.
our RV, usually like luxury RV, will have a shower.
Yeah, there is a
Yeah.
shower and a chemical toilet in the RV.
Yeah,
Do,
yeah.
does anybody mind if I take first shower?
No, it's absolutely fine. You go on ahead.
Do vampires need to
We-
use the toilet?
No.
Oh.
Well, but when we're at a party, we need to sometimes use it to like look human, because
Yeah,
you know
and to
you-
vomit
yeah,
up the food you've eaten to pretend
Yeah.
that you're human.
Yeah, okay,
exactly.
okay.
Gonna need my sheets changed too. Holy shit.
Yeah, they're a bit
What
pink.
the fuck happened? Okay. I'm gonna not make a huge scene anymore that I already have.
Veronique, you wake up.
Yep. I'm gonna shout at everyone. Get yourselves ready. I just gotta go to the Walmart to get some information, and then we bounce to the Four Seasons.
Sinthia, do you think maybe for me you could pick up some sort of blunt instrument, like a hardware tool?
Yes.
Something-
Right. Okay, I'm gonna go to a quick Walmart run, guys, and I'm gonna take $1,000 out of the wallet. We need helmets, right, guys? We need
Helmets.
Oh yeah, what happened to the bike? Did we take that with us?
It fits
Is
on
that
the
like-
back of the RV.
Yeah, I was about to.
It's a
Yeah,
rack.
okay.
That's so good.
I love it.
So, guys, helmets. Gregor. What else do you want?
Like something I can swing, but one-handed would be good. So use the
A
bike.
baseball bat.
Baseball bat. Yeah, good. Oh, hey, if you can get some sort of chain, they can wrap around it. If they have
with
it.
a chain,
Ask
with
if
a
they
chain.
have it. Ask the man.
Clem, what can I get you?
Maybe
Something
some
like
lavender
that.
soap.
So, Bavary.
I'm okay. Don't worry about me.
Candle.
Hey, Badbury, we
clean
need
polo
new food for
shirt.
the raccoon.
Okay, and raccoon chow. Okay. So I'll go into the Walmart. First thing I'm gonna grab is the Wall Street Journal.
Oh, Beowulf has done this before. Get an aluminium bat and then fill it with cement.
Wow.
Beowulf,
like-
you sure you're not my uncle?
We
That
play,
sounds like his kind of advice.
we play Blades in the Dark with Beowulf, and he's by far and away the scariest criminal in the gang.
So there's someone who's worse than me. A different way, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Aluminium bat, fill it with concrete. Rog,
I'm more like a
Driscoll
capitalist
wakes up.
terrorist.
Kind of under. It's a little bit cocoony under here. Feels a little bit weird. You're kind of hanging in a tent underneath the pier, and this sort of wooden frame is holding you in place. But you wake up, crawl your way up onto the pier. What do you want to do?
What's the time?
It's not long after dark, so it's probably about 8 p.m.
Oh, okay, still quite early then.
Yeah.
And how long do I need to get to the hotel?
It depends how you're going to get there. You could walk it in an hour. You could get a cab. You could get the bus or the tram.
Well, I could probably get a cab, so I'll chill for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, with
Go up,
resources
see it.
too, you can afford a cab.
Yeah, I'll see if there's anyone up above smoking.
There is not. There are a couple of teenagers. You can hear them before you see them. As you're about to scuttle out onto the pier, you can hear like 4 or 5 teenagers, each daring each other to do something more stupid. So you've got, sounds like 3 boys and 2 girls up there. And the boys are all like, dude, throw it. No way, dude, throw it. And they're throwing shit off of the pier to throw it into the sea, like tearing chunks off of the side, which is fairly standard fare for this place. And the girls are giggling and laughing and like, oh my God, he didn't do that thing. He totally did that thing.
Yeah, I'll stay out of sight of them, and basically kind of hide in the shadows
make an
and see.
acrobatics check to creep along the underside of the pier then.
My mental image of Driscoll does not have him
There's
like
no
creep.
acrobatics.
I was going to say walking like a crab, like sideways.
I am
Quick.
off
I mean, I
bat
have-
on roll.
I've
So
got
you have
stealth.
stealth will do the trick. Let's go with
So-
stealth.
What, stealth and dex?
Yeah, dex and stealth.
Four successes.
You scuttle like a cockroach across the underside of the pier, and you pop up on the far side of the merry-go-round. The undead horse faces kind of look at you with their big, scary-eyed look and their slightly warped faces and chipped paintwork. The kids are on the far side, laughing loudly.
Cool, yeah, I'll just try and stay out of sight and hope that some stoners come along.
It looks like the fence has been repaired during the day
Who repairs the fence?
by the city. It's not very well repaired, but it's more annoying than before because they've put like wood paneling up, so you can't squeeze through quite as easily. But I'll let you carry over some of the successes from that astronomical stealth roll, and you squeeze your way through this barrier and out onto the roads. Anything you want to do before hailing a cab?
Well, if I don't need to be there till 12, so I've got quite a few hours to wait. So I was just going to wait around the pier.
It was 10, but whatever.
Oh, I was told 12.
Don't listen to Bathory.
I love that so much. It was 10.
I said if you're not there by 12,
Oh,
dot,
okay.
dot, dot.
Oh, if I was
Yeah,
told
I
10,
didn't-
I
I
if I
didn't
was
I
told
didn't
10,
say
I'll be
when
there.
you were supposed to
He'll-
arrive. I
he'll-
just said
he'll
if
be
you're not
there.
there by X number of
I think
hours.
Sinthia had laid out that the plan
Yeah,
started
alright.
at 10, and
If
Pat
I
was
was
like,
told
if you're
it
not
was
there
10,
by
I will
12.
be there. I'll
Yeah,
be
she
there
wrote.
at 10.
She wrote the time on the balls.
I'll linger around for a while until I need to set off.
Yeah, no worries. So Sinthia goes into Walmart, buys some
Yep.
motorcycle helmets
Wait.
and
There
a
are things
baseball
I didn't.
bat.
There are things I didn't name on
Okay.
that list. Okay, so I need the Wall Street Journal, A baseball bat with a chain. Yeah, the lavender soap. A clean polo shirt for Bathory. Flowers for Clem. And an alligator plushie for Gregor until I get him the real thing.
I love it, and I will die for you.
And I want to especially read while we're on our way to the Four Seasons, I want to read the Wall Street Journal to see what I've done last night, if it had any
On
influence.
page 12, there's an article about suspicious dealings in .com trading companies operating out of the Alchemy technology zone.
And about Limor.
Yes, Limar is the one that's mentioned in the article. And the investigations are ongoing into some of the others.
All right. I will clean up as best as I can and put on my the other Mugler suit and have Clem do my makeup.
Yep.
I was gonna say,
If you
do need
will,
help with
please.
Quite literally do your face.
that? It'll be my pleasure.
So Donington Heights, which is where you're heading, is without question the wealthiest part of town. It comprises of Donington Rise, Donington Hill, and the Inchfield Fitzroy Technology Zone where you've been. It was once the site where John Donington built his own private mansion, and the area is synonymous with wealth and exclusivity. Literally rising up from the flats around Blackwater Bay, Donington Heights has a commanding view of the surrounding countryside. The top of the hill still plays host to Donington Manor, which was the sprawling home that once belonged to the town founder. Now it's a museum, the grounds are smaller. Many other wealthy individuals have built their family homes on the top of the hill, and the northern face of the hill concentrates most of the money and alchemy into one place. During poorer times, many homes had elaborate gates and fences built around them, and even though the estates have shrunk, well-off individuals have still been able to buy property on the heights and led to the growth of Donington Rise, which is a middle-class area, gradually getting richer as you go up the hill. Property in the heights rarely sits below $500,000 and often reaches into multi-million-dollar homes, some of which are more than 2 centuries old. And I realise for our British viewers that doesn't seem all that impressive, but in America that's like forever.
That sounds very impressive to me. As an American, I'm impressed.
I think I have a pair of trousers that old.
Yeah.
So
you pull up at the Four Seasons, I take it?
Gregor is not going to be riding in the RV, but riding alongside on his bike.
Yeah, with your motorbike and your alligator plushie.
Yeah. It's like strapped to like it's holding my waist, you know.
Or you can put it in front of your Harley, so like.
So the Four Seasons looks out on one side over these picturesque historic houses from old Alchemy, and on the other side looks out over the Inchfield Fitzroy Technology Zone, which is these ultra new, super modern glass spectaculars. It's also got the Science and Technology faculty of Alchemy Central University with some significant private investment built in. It's drawing students at a pace faster than MIT at the minute, and is nicknamed Silicon Hill as a result.
Well, that's not going to last.
Okay, I'm going to tell Clem, this is going to sound weird, just pretend you're my personal assistant.
Personal assistant? That's a little bit of a downgrade.
It's to keep you safe. I'm the one who's taking the most risks.
So in the car park, there is all of these expensive-looking vehicles, and the world's shittiest little Isuzu just sat there. And leaning up against the Isuzu is a concerned and slightly confused-looking young man from the internet cafe.
Oh, yeah, I recognize that guy. Wait, no, you didn't. Did you?
Oh, it's Trey?
It's Trey.
Did you?
Trey, darling, you're gonna have to wait a little. Come back in an hour.
Look,
Ask for your own room at the desk.
you've got my wallet. Wait, you got me a room?
Yeah, just by 11 p.m. There are people I need to meet. After that, we'll take care of you.
Okay, but what do I do about her?
About
And he
you.
thumbs his hand back at the car.
What
And
is
you
it?
can kind of see a figure sat in the passenger
Is it
seat.
Eileen?
It is Eileen.
Oh fuck! Is it Eileen? God damn it!
Yeah. You guys, we will be partying by 11 p.m. In the meantime, please just go to the parking. By 11 p.m., we'll be all yours, both of us.
Okay.
I look in the car and I'm like,
Yeah, she had been looking for you, and I said I would, let you know. But now you know, business
Thank
then
you.
fun. Agreed?
definitely. I also forgot to tell you that I'm
Waiting
apparently
makes
a
it
priest
more
or something.
fun, It's that's a lesson one. Waiting makes it more fun.
Except at the
Have you ever
dentist.
tried waiting?
Except at the
No, but I have
dentist.
caged
True
people
for cereal,
before,
though.
and they do tell me that waiting makes it more fun.
See?
Josh, did you just say true for cereal?
Yeah. You eat cereal at midnight. Oh,
It's true. No, I was totally in agreement with you. I was like, oh my god, it's another cereal person like me. Can't
hey,
wait
I
for
know I'm willing to die for battery now.
All right, so you go in, Veronique. You pulled up
with
at the Four
Clem.
Seasons. You and Clem head in.
Hello
And
there.
I'll ask at the desk. I'm looking for a Cindy.
Oh, Cindy, we've got someone for you. And a brunette girl comes out. She's older than most of the night crew. Looks to be in her mid-20s, whereas they're all sort of early 20s and teens. And she's like, hi, yeah, I'm Cindy. How can I help you?
I'm gonna turn to Clem's like, hold the desk. I need to go with her. Like, Cindy, I'm Mrs. Lamont. If we could go to somewhere private.
Sure, let's just step into the office right here.
All right.
And she takes you into the manager's office. The night manager's not around right now, Mrs. Lamont. But he'll be back shortly. Is there anything I can do to help you in the meantime?
I was told by my personal assistant that you had sorted our situation out.
And exactly as per your request, it's all been arranged.
All right. So, I'm guessing 1995 executive suite probably goes by like 400 a night or something like that. I'll give her a flush 1,000.
You have never seen money disappear quite so fast in your life.
And I will jump at her throat.
Okay, make a
Sounds
dex and
about
brawl roll.
Really, she's distracted by the money.
Oh no, she's distracted by the money. It's not
All
a
right.
difficult roll, but you're jumping for her throat.
All right. You
Could
said
have schmoozed her throat
dex
so
and
easy.
brawl.
Yep.
Brawl. Where's brawl? Oh, there it is.
That's Gregor's strong suit.
1 success.
Okay, so you get her by the throat.
Mhm.
And then what?
I'll feed on her. For 3 points worth.
Mm.
I'll give her a point back.
Whoa. Okay.
And I'll use some dominate stank on those words.
Whoa.
And I'll say, whoever comes asking for Lamont, Sinthia, or the Dunnington suite, you ring me at the Dunnington suite first.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, shit.
Outside, Clem, you're kind of watching the lobby. Driscoll comes sort of bumming into the main lobby. He's been hanging out for a while.
What's the lobby like? What's the
It's
Am
all
I
marble
alone?
and chandeliers and sort of orange plush leather sofas and chairs, magazines and papers crisply folded on the tables. A nice big reception area that looks kind of like a bar. The entrance to the restaurant on one side, the entrance to the bar on the other. It's fairly quiet. It's late at night.
Oh yeah. It's like 11 or something.
There are
what's the
two receptionists still on duty. One looks to be about 17 years old. He's more of a bellhop than a receptionist. He's quite spotty. Has a retainer in and one of those little pillbox hats.
Oh, they stuck him in that.
They
Oh,
stuck
the poor
him
guy.
in that. And the other one
Oh, the poor
is a girl, not much older. She looks like she might be 19 maybe.
I think I
Pretty
established Cynthia as being,
mousy
like, 27
blonde.
or something.
Not super invested in what's going on.
I don't know. She doesn't really chat them up. She's usually kind of a conversationalist, but nobody seems to be particularly interested. And she's not about to be like, "Hey, look, I run a band," or "I'm front person of a band." Talk. She just acts cool.
I will have made myself look completely different even before I called the taxi. So
Oh, okay.
I would have given Clem a heads up as to what I look like via a message on the phone. she
So a
knows
total
it's me when
goddamn
I arrive.
rando who you happen to know is actually Driscoll.
How do you use these things?
Hey, it's 1995. At this
Yeah,
point,
it
they
would
kind
be
of
a
go
button that says read.
It's a flip phone, right?
and you only have to press
No,
one
it's
button.
before flip phone.
It's before
Like-
flip phones. Oh my god! Ah!
Proper.
This is brick phone territory.
It's
you got
obvious
3 hours of
one-liner
battery, baby.
years, you know.
It is literally this screen, and that's all you can do.
Are you kidding? There's no way you could get that quality.
I'm not talking about quality. I'm talking
It'll
about the
be like
buttons.
greenish grey and black at best.
Doesn't even have a snake yet.
Oh no, it did have Snake. Driscoll, what are you going to do?
Well, I've no idea what's going on, so I'm just kind of standing around.
So Clem is kind of lounging loosely across the front counter.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's like visitor chairs and magazines.
Yeah.
I'll just plonk myself on one of those and start thumbing through a magazine, pretending to look interested.
I give you a look like, I'm glad to see you came. In a very enthusiastic way, which anybody who's a good read on people, which I know you are, would see to be, I'm really fucking glad you came, because god damn it if you didn't.
You won't
Meanwhile,
pick
outside in
no
the
kind of
parking lot,
acknowledgement, just kind of
Bathory
magazine
and
on.
Gregor. What are you guys going to do?
Well, I might. Are we get? Because we haven't been told to do anything, so I imagine we're still in the RV.
You were told to patrol.
Oh, were we? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can do our patrol together, Gregor. I'm going to be honest, Gregor. I don't think if I get in a fight, I will last very long.
But maybe, Bathory, you lean into your skill set. You don't have to be in the fight. You can be invisible.
Oh, hang on. I was supposed to patrol.
Um,
I'll get up and go outside.
You could be patrolling the lobby. I think that's probably more important than the
Yeah,
car
an indoor
park.
patrol and an outdoor patrol is not a terrible plan.
I'll just kind of linger somewhere outside.
All right, so Rog, I would like you to make a perception and alertness check. Actually, I'd like all three of you outside to make perception alertness checks.
Yeehaw. I'm very bad at this.
very bad. Yep. That's
Perception alert.
Always comforting.
What's the difficulty? 6?
Sixes.
Let's
yeah.
go,
it's
baby.
Just. Can I roll if I don't have a
3
alertness?
successes.
You can.
I saw something.
0 successes.
I got one.
Oh dear.
How did Gregor see it?
So, well, possibly the reason that Gregor sees it and the reason that no one else Well, no, that's not strictly true. Driscoll catches it as well. But what Gregor notices is that a couple of fairly large gentlemen are getting out of cars. They're wearing suits and they're picking up briefcases, small briefcases, heavy briefcases by the looks of things. And they're starting to sort of converge in the parking lot and make their way towards the lobby. Driscoll, you notice that there's a surprising number of very well-built businessmen converging on the lobby for this time of night.
It's TPK.
I'm guessing he knows goons when he sees them.
These are goons.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be very much hiding in the shadows, kind of just keeping eyes on things. You need me to make a stealth roll?
Yes,
staying
yes,
out of
please.
sight.
How are
Driscoll's strength is not in an all-out brawl.
how are we patrolling? Because obviously Bathory didn't see anything, but where would Bathory be? Are
Well,
we
I'm
like
assuming
going
that the two
round
of
the
you
whole
are
building?
together and just kind of sort of milling around the car park at this
Okay.
stage and getting
Well, I
ready
do
to
not-
spread
yeah.
out wider.
Yeah. I imagine like we're like Gregor's like sitting on his bike backways and talking to Bathory, so it looks unsuspicious, you know?
Yeah.
Just two guys in a car park. But yeah, we've noticed these guys. I hate waiting. I'm gonna just walk up to them.
Do tens count as 2?
Yes, they do.
Oh, then system doesn't.
I
Okay, so
will-
4 successes.
I totally
On
believe
stealth.
that Bathory Gregor does not tell Bathory anything. So Gregor just gets up suddenly and Bathory's
No,
like,
I'll be like,
okay.
Bathory, hold the alligator.
Okay, yeah, I can do that, Gregor.
And Bathory, it is clever if you are not seen right now.
Oh, do you want me to disappear?
I will not tell you how to live your life, but I love you. And then I'm gonna walk.
Bathory will go invisible because that is Gregor's I'm about to throw hands face. So
And then I'll
holding
walk
the crowd just
directly to the guys with the briefcases and be like, gentlemen,
Yeah, as
What
soon as I-
seems to be the problem?
They look kind of surprised that you're approaching them, and they kind of bulk up and do that whole thing where their necks disappear into their shoulders and
chests puff out.
chests puff out,
Maybe you.
and they
both
get
have two,
very
Gregor.
interested in their briefcases.
yeah,
That's
I'm gonna at this moment, and you may help me in this, spend as much blood and celerity as possible to like
Right, you can spend 2 blood points per round.
consider it done.
You can spend 2 blood points to increase your physical stats as you approach them, and then if you wish to engage them in fisticuffs, you could spend another 2 blood points to activate your celerity.
Great. So the first thing I'm going to say is, before we get into fisticuffs, I will say,
Gentlemen, I am a knight now, so I give you this opportunity to walk the fuck away.
While all this is going on, in my pocket, so I don't pull the phone out with any light, I'm just going to hit dial, which will make the phone that I gave to Clem ring.
So
she
yeah,
knows something's
inside
going
Clem,
on.
that phone that you don't have rings. Like, what the fuck? Oh. And
she'll hear
out,
the
you,
muffled
you can
talk.
hear the sort of muffled noises of something going on outside.
Oh, so yeah, the receiver bit will be poking out of my pocket, so she can hear what.
Is
Gregor's
Sinthia
saying.
back with Clem? at that
Cynthia
point?
hasn't quite
Whoa,
come
this
out
is
of the
a normal
office
phone,
yet. She's just
right?
about to. So, Gregor can take a surprise round.
I don't know. Would I go straight in and just, because like Bathory's watching?
How about we say this, right? When you told him that, Bathory will have like kind of grabbed your wrist and gone like, just so you know, we're brothers, right? So I'm gonna try my best to help you, and I'm gonna try my best to make sure nothing bad happens to you.
That's so much worse than what I'm about to do.
No, I know, but it's okay. So I'm gonna help, okay? And there's no judgment for what happens next.
Oh yeah. Oh, if you said that, then like Gregor's gonna be like,
Bathory, please go inside and warn Sinthia that there are bad men attempting to do bad things outside, and Gregor is being intelligent. Tell her that.
Okay. Can I, Ben? How do disciplines work? Is it like, are they like light switches, so I can only have one on at one time, or can I activate both?
Once you
my
activate one, unless it's a lingering effect, you can just keep going up. As long as you've got blood or willpower or whatever you need to spend, you can keep firing those bad boys off. You can only activate one discipline per round.
Okay.
But beyond that, you can partay.
Okay. What I would like to do is, I'm going to, once Gregor goes off, I'm going to pop my obfuscate at 2 and go invisible, which, if memory serves, I can just do, and it's up to the opposing person to find me. Okay. Which is fine, that works.
Obfuscate 2. No roll is necessary. They will have to look for you, yeah.
Okay. So I want to do that so I can go in, like, I'm going to be walking at the same point as Gregor, but as soon as he goes to confront them, I'm going to go
if you
through
take
the door.
action physically against them, then your obfuscate does drop.
That's where the animalism comes in.
Okay.
Can I summon something to distract them to give Gregor better odds?
You can certainly try, depending on what you try to summon.
Flies.
Ooh, flies.
So good!
I love you so much.
And don't you dare tell me this place is so swanky they don't have flies,
no.
because I've worked at places like that. I know how bad they are.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both. All right, Josh, so you have a surprise round. Pin which
I'll
you
come
can
in
act.
after the surprise round as well.
How many guys are there?
There's about half a dozen of these guys.
Holy shit! I thought it was like 3.
No, there's like 6 of them that you can see here.
And next question: do they look like vampires?
You
Doesn't
don't
the
have all
beast
specs,
know?
so you can't tell.
But like when you're low on humanity, doesn't like the beast rumble? When
The
they
beast
sense
would
another-
rumble at these guys a little bit. It would be like
a cat.
Right.
Because I think you're also at 4 humanity, right?
But it'd be a little bit more like a Rottweiler growling at some chihuahuas.
Different cat.
Okay, so
different cat.
the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm imagining Gregor was like finishing a beer, and like from the RV. No, I'm gonna like hold up the can in front of everyone. And I'm gonna drop it, and as I drop it, I'm gonna hit one of the guys over the head with the baseball bat that was concealed in my sleeve. So they're all watching the can fall. I'm gonna just pop him on the head and be like, 5 versus 1. Just counting down. That is my goal here. Is to just keep counting
It's
down.
Dex and melee then.
Oh yes! Here we go. Oh, lean into what you do well.
So his baseball bat wrapped in chains is worth how much damage? I can't write. With his potence. It's kind of
2.
fun. And Josh, by the way, you have a reroll.
You do.
Yeah, so we'll see how this. That's a reroll.
Sorry, I jinxed you on
Let's
that one.
go again there, and there 4 successes
Whoa.
plus potence, right?
Yeah.
Is it not 5?
No,
No,
potence is
10?
automatic.
Yeah. So.
Oh no, wait, you're hitting, so it's Dex and Brawl to hit.
Oh, Dex and Brawl. Oh,
It's potence will add to damage. So
Dex
Dex and
melee
Brawl
in
to
that
hit.
case.
So that's 4 successes.
Melee. No, it
Dex
was
and melee. Sorry, yeah, Dex and melee.
And that's
Dex
what
and-
you rolled.
Dex
Punk.
and melee was 4 successes.
So you hit this guy with a baseball bat with a chain wrapped around it. Kapow! So you roll strength plus 5 and then add your potence to whatever you get.
Strength is 4 plus 5, so that's 9. So / roll.
Welcome to being strong enough
Not-
to behead someone with a baseball bat.
Not that it matters, but
Uh,
oh!
1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3 potence. 7.
7 successes. Holy cats.
I would like to re-extend the opportunity
he
to
still
leave.
has celery to go, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's only his first action.
We're burning blood like a motherfucker. Like,
So the first guy spins through the air over his car, releasing his briefcase as he goes. The briefcase clatters to the ground, and Bathory, you see it sort of break apart And it turns out that the briefcase is actually just a shell covering a submachine gun.
Okay, less knightly than Jerry. Okay.
As this guy goes over the car, spinning from being smacked in the face, he doesn't get up again.
5.
But there does seem to be some kind of movement going on.
I will.
First celerity action.
Yeah. So second celerity action.
No, you've got 2 celerity actions, so this is first celerity action.
Well, keep going while the going's good. There's only 5 left.
Yeah.
This guy I'd like to take out at the knees. Just so as he goes down, I can scream things at him. So strength and brawl or strength
Dex
and
and melee again.
Dex and melee. Dex, melee. And I've no rerolls, but I'm going to burn a willpower this time. Down to 3. Oh, double success.
Wow.
That's insane.
That's 6.
So 6 successes plus your willpower is 7.
7 successes. He had 2 knees, right?
You hit him so hard you gave him a 3rd knee.
And the whole time in my head I'm going, do up, yeah, I do.
So, what was that? 7 successes. So that's
7 successes, yeah.
Strength plus 8 add potence damage.
Strength plus 8. Okay, so that's roll.
Outrageous. And this guy fails to soak any of it, so everything you do is damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I cancel 1. 6 successes.
Can vampires
plus
be
potence?
battered
so
to
8
death?
successes.
9. 8.
Yeah, and 9.
So you go to sweep this guy's knees, thinking, oh, I might crack his kneecap as he goes down, and you actually take his legs off at the knees, and the blood spray from it just goes wild. Make a self-control roll if you
It's
can.
not going to go well. It's not going to go well.
Difficulty is 8, remember, for you.
And self-control. So it's 2 dice / roll 2d10. I passed both. I know, pass 1. I passed 1. 9 and a 6.
There you go. So yeah, that guy's legs kind of come off at the knees. You literally incapacitate him. He's legless.
Well, this is helpful for my second celerity action, as I'd like to take that guy's leg and throw it at another guy.
Okay.
So we got 4 now. Okay.
I clearly should have come up with more bad guys.
Yeah, as the leg spins up,
Better
I like to
bad
grab
guys.
it.
It's not quantity, it's
Is that a
sturdiness.
Dex melee again?
Yep, it's your next celerity action.
Why not? Let's spend a willpower. So I'm down to 2 willpower, and glad I did though, because I got
So you
1,
have
2, 3,
3 successes now.
3 successes. But
So
I got
3
2
successes. Are you throwing the leg or hitting someone with it?
I just go hit him with it. You know, the formula is good.
So you hit and you got 3 successes. So that's oh dear. Down to 2 successes. Strength +1. +1 is strength +2. Add potence.
Strength +2 says roll 6d. Come on, here we go. 1, 2, 2 + 3, 5.
Oh god. So the next guy, you jab this leg that you've just pulled off of another guy up under his chin, sending him flying onto the bonnet of a car, also causing him to drop his briefcase.
And I'm assuming this cost me a humanity, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's just hit a guy with another guy. It's not a good thing.
Can the car be the one that Trey and Big Aaron just like they're sitting like, what the fuck is going on? There's a guy in our car.
Yeah, these PCP addicts are getting out of hand. So 3 left.
3 left. Right. Okay. So now we need. You roll 1d10 and you add your Dex plus Wit score to it. Everybody who's outside, so that's Nye and Josh. Rog, you're outside as well, aren't you?
So wait, what am I doing?
Roll 1d10 and add your Dex and Wits.
And when you say add your dex and wits, are they successes? They're no, or
They're just numbers.
Okay, so
And if your dex is currently 5, it counts as 5.
1, 2, 3 successes.
So you roll 1d10.
Oh yeah, right.
What number
1d10.
did you get on the 1d10?
Oh, sorry. I got a 5.
Okay, so then you add that to your dex number and your wits
7,
number.
8, 9, 10.
10.
I got a 3, and I add that to my dex and wits. Yeah.
Yep.
That's 7 for me.
Roger.
7 for you.
I
Nailed
got a total of 8.
You got
I
a
rolled
total of
2.
8. So Gregor goes first, then they go, then Rog goes, then Nye goes, then celerity actions happen.
I'll just continue the spree, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's now a time. Like, they've just seen half their numbers be cut down. Are they running, or are they just standing there going,
Any normal people would absolutely cheese it at this point. There is absolutely no reason for these guys to still be here, and yet here they are.
Oh, here's the question. Can I spend some blood points this round?
Yes, it's another round.
You can only spend 2. If you want celerity, it's going to cost you your blood points for the celerity actions.
So it costs me 2 blood points to get celerity?
Yeah, but
One
the
for each
stats,
action.
the stats you've already boosted, stay boosted for the whole scene, not
That's true.
not around.
Oh, wicked. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, then I will continue just hitting guys with a bat. It tried and tested. Dex melee or dex?
Dex melee. Yep.
Bump. 3 successes.
Bear in mind that everything that's happened so far has happened in 3 seconds.
Yeah, so 3 successes, and then I rolled, what is it, strength plus?
Strength plus... Strength plus 4 and add potence.
8d10.
This is your niche.
This is all he does. Like, you know,
I'd say he's the salt of the band also.
5 plus 3, 8.
So you shove the end of the baseball bat into the next guy's face, and it folds in around the baseball bat.
Dear. Oh.
You hear it crunch as it goes into him, and as you pull it out, it makes like a wet sucking noise. His face is now an internal face, not an external face. You know when you have lemons so sour that it makes you go... Kind of like that, only with a baseball bat.
How many humanity can you lose in one fight?
To be fair, at this point,
guess.
you've lost the humanity for the ultra-violence.
Okay.
So
right.
you kind of need to do something a bit worse.
Well, there's always next round. Okay, over to the boys.
Over to them first. Oh no, did I say it was Rog next or them next? It's them next, then Rog.
Oh, thank God, at least they get a chance, right?
Goodness, I'm
They
invisible.
don't
When you said
currently
them, I
have
heard
any armor.
Clem, by the way. I was like, oh, I go. Cool. Fun. I'm not part of this, but awesome.
Do you have any
I did get a phone
fortitude,
call.
Josh?
Yeah, he's got fortitude 1.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can you roll your stamina and fortitude, please?
That's 5 dice, right?
Good lord. You only got soak 2 damage.
I think we did a joke last time about
1.
people carrying.
Okay, so you
I
take
get
1
success.
point of damage from a submachine gun at 0 range. One of these guys pops
bad.
the clip on his machine gun, the briefcase drops away, and he unloads, and he's like... And these bullets are just like pinging off you, like...
Do they pierce? Do I hit bruised?
One of the bullets does enough damage to bruise you slightly.
Oh, God,
You take
this guy's...
1
He's
point
next!
of bashing damage.
I love it. These guys are probably like fairly trained, like hired, bodyguards, killers, whatever. And like one of them goes, "I'll use the submachine gun," and it just goes, and you're just like,
Like, I'll be hitting the arnica later. That really zings.
Okay, roll your stamina and fortitude again.
It's the same again, was it?
Yep.
5d10. Sorry, my dyslexia is kicking out. I start ruled 5d10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes. And -1, 3 successes.
Okay, so you take 2 more points of bashing damage as the next guy also opens up with a machine gun. You've now got 2 guys unloading with machine gun fire into your torso.
Right, so that brings me to injured,
No,
right?
lie. 1 point of damage because it halves for bullets.
So hurt then
Yeah.
is my next. Okay, -1.
Would
You
the
and Johnny
previous
Cash.
Are you hurt? A man today.
would the previous one have still been 1 though? Because you can't
Yeah.
have 1. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No,
I'm
the
checking
previous
just in
one
case I
remembered
get
to half
shot.
it.
How much damage did I have to soak? I got 3 successes. Yeah, that's
Yeah, you're soaking up most of the damage.
right.
Oh, this guy's a little bit better. So...
He's like the lieutenant or lieutenant.
Why didn't we start with him?
So roll another stamina and fortitude check.
How many were left? I thought there was only 2 left, right?
There were 3 left.
Oh shit! I thought I was counting it. Okay, yeah. Stamina, fortitude. Here we go.
Yeah.
Roll 5d10. Come on, Gregor, you can do it. Oh, I got a crit. So 1, 2, 3, 3.
Okay, you take another 2 points of damage then.
That's 2 wounded, right?
Yeah.
That's okay.
That minus number on wounded is how many fewer dice you now roll.
I had
for
too many
everything
dice. Let's
else.
be honest.
But you can heal yourself next
You can
round.
spend blood points to heal yourself of these injuries, but then you wouldn't be able to use celerity. So it's...
Hey, there's only there's 3 left.
There are 3 left.
Are you
Yeah.
sure? Are you sure that? How many have I killed? I thought
It
I
was
killed.
6, and you
I
took
thought
out
you-
3.
okay.
I took
You
it.
took out
Oh, you're
3,
right.
yeah.
You're so right. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
okay. You're kicking
So,
ass. Don't
Pat,
worry. It's not
inside
going
you can hear
unappreciated.
machine gun fire both through the phone, louder, and outside in the lobby, outside of the Four Seasons as well.
You in the shitty hat. You. Come here. I've got some yarn to spin for you.
miss?
Yes, marvelous things are happening here tonight, and you're all going to be well away from them because that will allow you to be alive.
Oh,
tomorrow.
werewolf attack.
Not the werewolves.
I'm
not
going
want
to try and
werewolves.
use my presence here as I say. You may not know this, but I co-run a band, and
Oh, I can well believe
perhaps
it,
you
miss.
might want to hear a bit of my music, and that may convince you that what I have to say is entirely prudent.
I'll do
for
whatever
your
you say,
well-being.
miss. You're beautiful.
I'd love it if Clem just like draws the whole hallway
that's- That's
area.
Presence 5. Majesty does.
Yeah.
just like come
At the
to
minute
me,
she's only
people.
rocking the
Everyone's
Presence
like,
1, which is kind of God gave rock and
Yeah,
roll
she
to you.
gives them the Des armes se penchant, c'est plus fort que tu.
Yeah, that song.
Etc. 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 And I'm gonna try and roll a presence here to see if I can't get them to bugger off for the night.
Is the gun?
Hey, it's Jugular, the band that gives everyone the night off.
We're really into that.
Like, slightly serious. Are
It's
the
kind of like
people
our
cool?
default. We're slackers, so
Are the people cool with gunfire? Are they just like, it's a Tuesday?
Nye. I am
It's the world
louder
of
and
darkness.
more important.
No, I am down
No,
for
they're
it. I
not
think
cool
this
with
is fair.
gunfire, but the gunfire is outside. And the only reason that Clem can hear it so loudly is because she's got a phone connected to outside through Roger.
Right, okay.
Roger, you're outside where the gunfire is occurring. You've just seen Gregor get machine gunned in the chest 3 times. He's still standing.
Okay, I am going to put an image of the building, the front of the building, because I'm assuming that's where... Is that where we are? Are we at the front? Or at the back?
You're at the front of the building, yes.
Okay, I'm basically going to put an image of what the front of the building looks like, but a one-way one in between Gregor and the guys with the machine guns. So it looks to them that he's not there.
Oh, so it looks like to them like he's gone inside the building, but he can see them.
But Gregor can see them perfectly clearly.
Ooh, that sounds funky.
I sing them a song. I hopefully convince them that they should, be in the bathroom.
Mirror in the
Both of
bathroom.
them.
You should
One
get
is
out
bathroom.
of here right now. Right now. You're gonna get horribly killed if you don't leave.
Blunt force trauma's
In the
bad.
skull.
Blunt force trauma's bad.
Bullets are better.
So that's a
outside
willpower
of your
point and a blood
body.
point then, Rog.
Does it a little more eloquently. than
Of
that.
course, naturally. That's
Yeah,
it. That's it.
done.
Bathory had to sing the song.
Mirror in the bathroom, please don't go.
She doesn't sing them commands. She's just she sings them a little ditty to convince them that they are in the
Oh, they're in the presence of greatness and
says,
they know it.
Go the fuck there and just
So,
chill for a minute.
Around the edge of the illusion on Gregor's side, it will just have "fuck 'em up, Gregor."
Hell yeah.
This arrow is pointing at the guys who still need to be fucked up.
Basically, it will look to you like a neon sign with neon arrows.
Right, Nye, it's Bathory's go.
Okay.
There is no shame in leaving, Nye. Absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna leave a present.
Or calling animals.
Yes, I want to summon flies. Flies, my pretty
Buzz.
flies. But I don't want them to hurt anyone. I just want them to buzz around them to
You want
distract.
some flies that are mildly annoying.
You want like
Well,
9 million flies.
Right,
Wait,
roll
all right,
charisma
Nye,
and survival.
I have an ethical question for you. What if you summoned horseflies and just told them to do what they normally do?
Or wasps.
No,
No,
because well,
no, horseflies specifically pursue human targets to consume.
I will
That's true.
say that I have experienced horseflies, but secondhandly, because when I was doing field work, I never
Oh, I've
got
been
bit
bit
by
by
them.
so many
My
horseflies.
friends got
I hate
only
them.
bit by them. It was rather upsetting. For them.
Horseflies are why I don't wear a wedding ring.
It's like a bear. No, it's like a bear. You just bring a
I
tasty
nearly
bread and
lost
you don't
that
have to worry
finger.
about it.
Thanks, horseflies.
Oh dear.
Got the ring off in time.
I don't know why I'm struggling with survival. Oh shit! Because I realize this now, Ben. You didn't ask me what I spent my points on, but I spent 4 of my points on survival. So
That's
I now have
good.
3.
Spending points on survival is sensible.
3 successes.
Nailed it.
Half
So I
of all of the flies respond to your call. There is a droning sound that begins to build in the air as first 1, then 2, then 10, then 20, then 50, then 100. Hundreds of flies are beginning to gather around Bathory. This big sort of moving, swirling black mass of insectoid horror.
I'm still invisible, or does the
Well, there's a
animals
giant
dispel
cloud
it?
of flies around
Yes,
you, but
no,
you're
I
invisible.
figured.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No one
I'd
wants
like
to look at you anymore either, because there's a giant cloud of flies there.
So I'd like to whisper to them because I don't want to be too loud. I want to be like, okay, so if you just hang around here, you see those big guys, not the big guy in front of them, but the 3 big guys in the suit. They have lots of sugar on them, and you really want to eat the sugar. Okay, I promise you that. And if you
All
don't
right,
get
let's have a
enough sugar,
manipulation and animal ken roll for that bit. then.
haha, I have 3 in that and 4 in manipulation
Do it. Do it.
because I knew this would come up. He said, hopefully,
Burn a willpower.
I
You've
might
got
actually
all the
yeah.
willpower in the world, right?
You have.
No, I'm the worst for willpower, but I will spend one.
He's
I'm
the best at
actually the
humanity,
worst
the worst at.
Sorry, what
So that'd
did you
be
say?
7.
Oh my god.
So that because I got a crit success and the willpower, so that's 7.
Lovely, you chose
Lord of the
flies.
flies, indeed.
Yeah, any animal in the world, you chose flies. That rocks. That absolutely slaps.
So this buzzing army of flies descends on the 3 bodybuilder, bodyguard, mercenary guys that are fighting you, and they start swarming around.
I don't think it'll do anything combat-wise, but I just hope it...
Oh,
annoys
it's
them.
obfuscating what's going on.
No! We don't have sugar!
So, it's going to reduce their ability to successfully do actions. So, Josh, we're back to you for your next go. Now, do you want to spend the blood on healing, or do you want to spend the blood on extra actions?
But you have a malice on everything, a -2 on everything.
It probably is healing, isn't it?
Isn't
Yeah.
Still
Was it 2 blood?
thing?
So 2 blood will heal up 2 health levels of damage.
Okay, so that brings me just back to bruised.
Or you
Doesn't he
don't
still have
any
celerity
minuses.
actions from the last one?
No, celerity is renewable round by round
That's okay. I'm gonna.
and is expensive on blood.
I remember the dude who shot me really hard. I was like, oh, his bullets are clearly armor piercing.
I can't believe that you've literally just soaked up 3 machine gun
Well,
auto
hopefully
fires to the
by
chest.
the end of this round, I will only have to soak up 2.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna turn to the guy who shot me really badly, who's now covered in flies, and be like, "Excuse me, flies," and try and cave in this guy's skull.
I hope they do part slightly.
Bonk.
Like they understand, oh, I don't want to be in the way of this.
Do I need to roll a charisma for the flies? Because I've only
You
got
don't
one
need to
of
roll a
that.
charisma for the flies. You need to roll dex and melee at -2 dice, -1 for the injury and -1 for the flies.
But
Oh, no,
he
I've
said
cleared out
no
my injuries.
injuries.
Oh, you got no injuries? Then it's just -1 for the flies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool
even with
mod.
I think there is a limitation to what I could do with them, but
That's dear.
oh my god.
You have a reroll. You have
Yeah,
another
No,
reroll
I used it.
from.
I used
No,
the
you
reroll.
had
No,
2
the one
rerolls.
from.
You have
I
you
two.
have
You have
you
one
have
from
to-
Much
yeah.
earlier.
Now is
than
the
you.
time.
You have
Yeah,
one
you
more
need-
reroll. Will
You
save
need
your
to
ass.
use it, yeah.
Did you
Thank
roll
you.
really badly?
That was
Australia is in the
-3.
-3. That was
With
the worst
the
fight
flies
yet.
-4.
That's
Ouch.
Okay.
3 successes. I know I've used the pool mod, so
Yeah.
it's
Oh, okay. Oh, it's
So you got 3 successes on guy who shot you a lot, guy.
Captain Man who shot me in the face.
Yes. So that is. Ooh. You are lucky that you even hit him with that. So
Don't forget, he wouldn't have seen the attack
Strength
coming.
+1 plus potence.
Roll 5d10. I got a
Oh.
10, a 6, and a 9.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Four.
Plus 3
Plus-
potence.
Oh no,
7.
7.
Oh, 7. Okay.
Oh dear.
I feel bad. I feel like this was
Sorry.
meant to be
This
like
is all Gregor does. I've spec'd him out just to, like,
Yeah,
he's
no,
so
you
bad
hit
at that.
this guy in the face so hard that his head spins around until it's facing the other way. He's looking behind him, and his jaws kind of come off to one side further round. So his head's done a 180, but his jaw's done a 270.
Oh
I
dear.
hate when that happens.
Yeah. You used to skateboard. That happened to me all the time. I think the whole time Gregor was thinking is like, Cynthia's going to be so proud. Again, I took the initiative. I saw these guys,
Yep.
and
If they'd gone
That's-
into the lobby, this would have got a lot worse for everybody else.
big brain, you know. There are still guys in the lobby there, right?
No, nobody made it to the
No,
lobby.
no, we stopped them.
You headed
Ah!
left before they got to the lobby. These guys were going
did it.
into the lobby, and
There's
now
two
they're
left,
not. And you just got
right?
another reroll as well.
Oh,
You
long-
yes.
long
you
live
still have
Gregor.
another
There's
reroll.
2 left.
So okay, that I have no more rounds because I spent my blood on healing myself.
The next machine gun round goes horribly wild
Is that because you
through
can't
the
see it?
flies. Nobody's entirely sure where you are, but one of these guys just freaks the absolute hell out and starts shooting at the flies around you rather than you. The other
Good
guy,
question: does he kill any flies?
he does. He kills loads of flies.
Oh, battery, that's a humanity.
If,
bud.
yeah, if I was about to say,
No,
if everyone's
probably
seen
not at
Ant-Man,
7
that's
for
what I'm feeling
flies.
right
I
now.
cannot believe how badly
No, but
I am rolling for these guys. So the last one steps up and tries to stab you in the chest with a piece of wood.
Even though you can't see
Roll
him.
your stamina and fortitude.
Does he get a harder time because I put the thing up?
Oh yeah, are you
Yes,
still
I'm
behind
raising his
illusion.
difficulty.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's a 9 out of 10. That's 3 successes.
So this piece of wood shatters on your chest. Like splinters literally break off of it as it hits you in the chest.
I'd be like, Jerry gave me that shirt, you bastard!
I love the idea that he gets
Your
through
shirt
the
is mostly
flies.
holes at this point from machine gun fire, but you're
He
upset
gets-
about the
He
guy
gets through
staking
the
you.
flies and then has to go through an imaginary wall. And by the time he gets to Gregor, he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" Stab.
Two left.
Rog,
Two left.
your go.
I'm just going to be maintaining the illusion.
Okay.
Yes,
Nine.
I would appreciate it if
That's a
you
lot
could
of anger
shoot one of the
going on
guys.
right there.
No, it's Clem.
It's Clem, it's Clem,
goes
sorry.
before me. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So
right
I
Where
think I've
do
heard
I
enough
come in?
from the outside. I placed my new cell phone on the counter desk after telling these fools to bugger off, and I saunter out into the fray. What do I see?
Do I come in first? Nope.
No, because you were busy in the back office while this was going on. So as you
literally all
saunter
this has
outside,
happened while you-
what you
16
can
seconds
see
ago.
is this enormous cloud of flies buzzing around some cars, around which there is a spread of corpses, and in the middle of which there is a Gregor with a baseball bat swinging like crazy. You've got
Is anybody
Bathory
standing?
kind of giving it... Oh, no, Bathory's invisible. Unless you've got Auspex 2, you
Well-
can't see him.
If Clem comes out, I might like tap because it's obfuscate, so I'm not actually invisible.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
it's-
making people not see me. So can I not reveal myself to just Clem? Does
So
it
yeah,
work like that?
Bathory reveals himself. He like taps you on the shoulder, and he's there at the back. And there's this illusion of the front of the hotel.
No. From her side, she would
From
see
the back,
neon
what you can
signs,
see is big neon signs pointing at the two
that say,
remaining.
"Fuck 'em up, Gregor,"
People
with neon
saying, "Fuck 'em
signs
up,
pointing
Gregor."
at the people.
Okay. I walk up to one of them and I place my hand upon their face, and I'm gonna try and use vicissitude to make them
Okay, so
faceless.
it's a Dex and Brawl roll to make contact.
I no joke. I got a bit confused. I'm like, Clem, what are you doing? Like, why are you touching our faces? Oh, the bad guys. Right. Okay.
All right, so it's going to be a dex what?
Dex and Brawl. Because you're trying to
Okay.
engage their faces in combat. It's not like they particularly
I
want you
don't
to
have
touch
anything
them.
in brawl, so let's see if
Although
this actually
Dex.
even works.
Would she get a bonus because they have absolutely no idea that she's there?
I have a feeling I've more debuffed them
Because they
than
wouldn't have
buffed
even
everyone
seen her
else.
approach.
If that makes sense.
It's more of a debuff on them than a buff on
Okay.
anybody else. So
Yeah.
they're going to have a harder time hitting back.
Oh,
Oh, I gotta. Ooh, yeah, no.
0.
Overall, of 0 successes here.
I think you've got
But
a
I do
reroll
have
as well.
actually a reroll.
You
I
do
think
have
I
a
might
reroll.
use it on this.
I think you might
I'm
have
gonna-
2 rerolls, actually.
Oh shit! I'm
They
gonna
do
use it on this.
splurge
Well, I'm
on
gonna
us,
use at
they're
least
very
one of them on
kind.
this if I've got 2.
Oh, that's 2.
Oh,
2 successes.
there we are.
There you go. So, yeah, this guy is unable to anticipate your approach. So you grab hold of his face, make a Dex and Body Crafts roll.
Careful not to grab any flies. Just so
Okay.
you're safe.
Well, I mean, if the flies get in on this, then
Oh, I think the
That's their
flies know
position.
what's about. They're like, nope, nope.
Accidentally make some handsome flies.
yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't think we're going for precision on
pull
this.
a full the fly on this motherfucker if that's what's going on. Look
wow,
at that.
Yeah, 3 successes. You've turned him into Pinhead.
I've turned this motherfucker into an absolutely purely faceless individual. No eyes, no mouth.
So you
nothing to
literally
scream
kind of
with.
grab his forehead and pull it down. Are you going to take his face off, or are you just going to pull it down over his...
Take his
I want to
face.
take his face. Oh,
I remove his face entirely. He
See-
is like putty under my hand, and my hand is smoothing,
So lose a
soothing.
point of humanity as you tear this guy's face off.
It's about damn time.
But he's like... "Ah!"
but yet he has no mouth and cannot scream.
The screaming is coming from in his throat.
Bathory is singing the "It's Gonna Be Okay" song while his eyes are closed as he's hearing.
So it's Bathory's
okay,
go.
okay.
Is there anything Bathory would like to do apart from cry, close his eyes, and sing to himself?
Well, Bathory is going to do second roll of the Operation Flies, which is get Sinthia. I've done the flies. That was to keep everyone safe. So I'm now going to.
So you run inside and start going, Sinthia!
Well, no, I'm not shouting. I'm just looking, looking around because
Are
I'm
you still
still.
invisible?
Yes, because it's just deflection, not like actual refraction.
Yeah, he's not
of
literally
light.
invisible. He persuades people not to look at him.
Yeah. So like,
Which
I
means,
assume.
Josh, it's your go. There are two guys there. One of them now looks a little bit like a fireless Ghost Rider. Because
here's
Clem
the whole
has just
thing.
walked up and pulled his face off.
Last round, I had to spend blood to heal. I don't have to do that this round. So I would like to
Oh, crikey. Hi, Infinite Monkey Tails, with your raiding party. Huzzah.
Yeah. Long live Infinite Monkey Tails!
Just in time for the world's most savage beatdown.
Yeah, so I've just spent 2 blood to get my celerity. And at this point, I'm now like, these guys are going to hurt my friends, right? And that can't happen. And Bathory's invisible, so he could be anywhere. Bathory could be between me and this guy. In fact, I assume Bathory has stepped in to take... That's why I haven't been shot this whole time. So I'm going to absolutely rage, and there's 2 guys left, right?
Yep.
Can I...
One of them
has
is
no
invisible.
face.
Or one of them has
Can
no
I...
face.
Oh, okay. So the guy with no face, assumedly, can't defend himself.
He's making this weird keening noise in
Can
his
I
throat and kind of
pick up
pulling
that
at
guy?
his face.
And, like, throw him at the other guy. Or just, like, hit the other guy with him, you know?
Yes,
Like,
you can.
like legs to... Yeah. All right.
I think the flies are happy. There's now flesh. They
And
can
I
eat.
will spend one
There's
of
gonna
my
be flesh.
remaining 2 willpower. So I'm down to 1 willpower, so nobody ask me if I want to drink, because I will say yes. And what do I need to roll? Dexterity?
Dex and melee to use
Okay.
another person as a weapon.
Difficulty?
Difficulty 7 because
Yeah, it had to be. It had to be.
they're not super comfy.
It's still 1, 2, 3,
5.
4, 5 successes.
5 successes.
Without puts.
So,
I'm sorry.
strength
Strength
plus
is
5 dice, add your potence.
roll 9 d10.
I really hope these were like intimidating boss.
1,
Oh
2,
my
3,
lord.
4, 5, 6. 6 plus potence of 3. 7!
So you hit the second guy with the first guy. Literally, you grab. He's keening and holding his face. You kind of grab his ankles and swing him round and slam him into the last remaining machine gun thug, who goes flying into the car, crashes into the window, and kind of ends up bunched up in the window with his butt and his back through the window and his arms and legs kind of dangling out. He doesn't look like he's going to be doing very much for a while because he's holding on. He's holding a machine gun still, but there's blood like beginning to pool around his armpits where he's gone through the window. I'd like you to make another self-control roll.
I believe in you. You can do it. You can make it.
The hungry caterpillar. / roll 2 d10. Ooh.
Remember, we're looking for 8s.
Yeah, I didn't pass. I got a 4 and a 2.
Damn.
So,
Did I get another reroll? No, I didn't.
no,
I didn't,
you did
I?
not. Not Ragnar. Ragnar's the cat. God damn it, Raggy. Gregor proper loses his shit at this last bit.
To be fair, I
He loses
killed
his shit
6
a lot. Too.
dudes.
He's probably a Brula.
Yeah. And he kind of jumps up, drops his baseball bat, jumps up on the bonnet of the car and starts just tearing into people. There's blood fountaining everywhere. His fangs are out, his
get Sinthia.
brow ridges are up, his eyes are kind of glowing red. He's gone full feral vampire. His fingernails are even slightly pointier than usual. Just tearing into these guys. He's done that thing again, Nye. He's lost it.
Now he's not even there.
Yeah.
Batteries.
Well,
But
how
Nye's
far in
gone
the lobby
inside.
would I've? Yeah. How far in the lobby would I've got it?
So you're in
I'm
the
with you
lobby,
there,
and you can see that there are no people in the lobby at all. And Sinthia comes walking out of a back office with a slightly drunk-looking receptionist.
I'm gonna run over to Cynthia, and grab her hand, and then realize that she probably isn't aware that I'm there, and then kind of go, "Oh,"
You are now.
and then hello, bad guys, Gregor, probably not good.
I
Come
think
this way.
as my reflex is like if I'm startled is to just bubble up the darkness.
Well, I'm
You made me ink myself.
You guys, you made me ink.
but like an octopus, startled.
The
Darkness.
sad is I'm young enough to have watched that as a child, that film. Right. Well, we need to go. Come on. I'm trying to drag you.
So
there.
suddenly
Obviously-
you're standing in this impenetrable cloud of infinite
I'm
darkness.
the one grabbing onto your hand.
And
Well,
she's
we're
the one
both grabbing
you.
each other, and we're both going, we need to go this way
Ah!
or that way.
Where to? Where to?
Outside.
Dude,
Okay,
what
outside.
does mine say?
And as I go outside, can I grow tentacles of dark arms of the abyss?
Yep.
Let me check again.
Are there any
How
guys still
many-
alive?
I think I have to roll for how many
I like
get.
how all this has happened in very, 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 very much so less than an hour.
Oh god, yeah,
Okay,
this has happened in like
manipulation
15
and
seconds.
Like less than 30 minutes. This has just been
15 seconds.
they arrived, fucking dead.
These guys got out of the
Manipulation
van.
and occult.
They got out of the van, they started bringing out machine guns, and
Also,
Josh
by
was
the
like,
way,
no. Not on my watch.
So
I
I'm pulling
really
out
departed as feasting. I'm going
5
to be doing
arms
other
of
things.
darkness, arms of the abyss. They're at 3
Yeah,
dex,
you
3
gonna-
strength.
Who are you going to use them on? I'm scared now if I upset you. Just start swatting me with the
No, but
tentacles.
as we're walking out,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. We probably will need them for Gregor.
So the arms of the abyss sneak out of your hairline. The circle of darkness creeps into you. So that's a blood point, manipulation occult.
yeah,
You've got
I rolled that.
So
I
you've got your
5.
tentacles, and you kind of go out through the lobby with this cloud of dark tentacles billowing around you. Outside in the car park, Clem, you can see Gregor just tearing people apart.
How many
Dead
people is he
ones.
tearing apart?
Well, he's kind of focused on one at a time, and at the minute he's focused on the ones that are in the car. There is a guy laying on the floor who's got no legs below the knees, and he's kind of blanked
If
out.
memory
and
serves, there were a
squirting.
few who weren't in the car. Am I right?
Oh yeah. There's none of them in the car. There's one on the bonnet and one in the passenger side.
Anybody? I'm assuming there's 3 that aren't close to Gregor. Correct?
There are 2 that aren't close to Gregor, like within Gregoring range.
Well, I moved those. All right, so
Gregorian.
are they
Baseball bat and a half.
revived at all? Are they still moving?
They're dying very, very quickly. One of them
Do
is
they look
pumping
like
blood out
vampires
through
to
his
me?
legs sluggishly. They don't look like vampires. No, they're taking a long time to die, but that could be because they're big meaty chaps.
ghouls.
I pull the one on top of the other as if to make the 2 kiss, and then I use vicissitude to combine their faces and arms and everything else into one.
I
like
step
crazy.
out for
That's-
one
that's
Just
moment.
crazy glue them.
Yeah, that's another humanity point
That's
down
gotta
for that
be.
bad boy. Holy cats.
Is this
You
what-
meld these 2 guys together. And as you're doing it, you take this almost sort of clinical step out from yourself, and you're like, well, they're going to die anyway. I might
Chef's
as well
kiss.
see what can happen.
You know how
A good
Um,
time spent with Farah, right?
I might as well find out what I can do.
how
Right.
Jiminy Cricket is meant to be Pinocchio's moral conscience. I feel like Jiminy Cricket and Clem is Pinocchio when he leaves to go to the boys' island when he's not there, and he's like, "Yeah, I can do whatever I want. I have no conscience. Let's glue some people together."
I
With
like
their
how
own
I came
faces.
into this intending to give Clem a conscience, and then after the talk with Farrah was just like,
Do you know
let's see what I can do with this.
Screw the conscience. Let's be bad guys.
Let's be interesting.
I didn't get the memo.
So, Veronique, you walk out to behold a scene in which Gregor is standing on top of a car in this kind of hunched-over, predatorial position, drinking the blood out of an arm that he's just ripped off of someone. Clem is melding two guys together. Bathory has kind of stood behind you, peeking out over your shoulder with this kind of,
So it's like low profile, right?
Anything
Wait, why am I
left?
doing that?
Anything
and
left?
Driscoll's
to
just
take
kind of
out?
stood there being like,
I don't. Well, I'm still in the shadows. I'm still hidden.
Yeah.
Unless someone's specifically looking for me.
Anything left to take care of, or
just the mess, really. There's blood and organs and limbs strewn all over the car park.
Big old dark cloud, you know.
I'd like
All right,
to calm
I'll say-
Gregor.
Flies.
Oh, and big neon signs floating in the air.
Oh yeah, big neon signs floating in the air that say "fuck 'em up, Gregor."
okay, I'll say I'll get my girl to clean this up. Clem, let's go back inside.
Did you see
Guys,
what I did with the
Please,
faces?
thank you for your beautiful work.
She
So
died.
Gregor fills back up to full blood and then
Yes!
comes down again.
Oh, he does. Awesome. Okay, cool.
Once
there we
he's
go.
full of blood and no longer has any reason to be raging out.
Ah, right. I was about to ask why I've never just let him do that, and now I realize that's because he would have killed more people. So,
There was 6.
yeah.
It's too many, really. So what is it like when he comes down from a beast mode? Does he like is it like a hangover? Is it like
No, actually, you feel kind of good. You're like, yeah. It's like after a really good workout.
It's like screaming in the woods, like when you
So,
want
like,
to just
I'll,
like get all the bad energy out.
shake
I mean, the stains
shake my
aren't
bat?
great. You've
You
got
know?
like gore and
Yeah.
stuff on the bat and blood stains all down your front, and you've just horribly murdered like half a dozen guys.
Yeah, so I'll shake off the bait. I'm at humanity 3 now. I really don't think I.
Yeah,
Give a
at that
fuck.
point you're like,
Yeah, so I'll
Gregor, come here.
they started it.
I'll shake
Can
off the bat and I'll point at like the neon sign saying "fuck him up." Gotta go. That is good, Driscoll. And then be like, "All right, boys, patrol."
Patrol, Clem, let's go back inside.
Can I use vicissitude to control the flesh coming off of Gregor right now?
No, because at that point it's dead,
Oh,
and you can
I
only
can't do
manipulate
dead things.
living tissue. Well, you can.
I do try.
You can rip living tissue off of things and add it to other things, but that's some pretty advanced flesh crafting and not an easy trick to pull.
Clem,
Interesting to know my limits.
Clem,
I rejoin sin.
You okay? Yeah, you all right?
You guys keep at it. We've
Gregor,
got business
you
to
also
do inside.
okay?
And
Absolutely not.
we shall absolutely leave it on that cliffhangery bombshell of a bloodbath in a car park with an assortment of semi-confused vampires with plans that may need to be somewhat edited, given that they now have about an hour to get this place tidied up and ready to receive guests, and yet someone seems to know they're here. So, thank you very much for joining us on Garblag Games. We are back next week with Monday Somethingness. Tuesday is Dodeca. And
Ooh.
Garblag North America doing Masks of Nyarlathotep, which apparently I'm the only person who can say. Wednesday, we have Achtung Cthulhu.
Wait, I'm gonna say it. Mask of Nyarlathotep.
No.
And English is not my first language. I still did it.
Yeah, but you went for Nyarlathotep rather than Nyarlathotep.
Mask
Yeah,
of
I said it in
Nyan
French. Thank you.
Lotharup.
It's
I'm
actually
fancier than you.
gnarly Thotep.
Gnarly.
Nyarlathotep.
Okay, anybody who's a Californian in the room would probably have enjoyed
gnarly.
that.
Hang 10. Wednesday, Achtung Cthulhu.
Yep.
So Cthulhu for 2 days on the trot.
I think that's the last one on Wednesday.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
Thursday, we've got the last part, probably, of Alien Frontier War.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn.
And then Godlike North America are doing maybe Blades in the Dark. We're not sure.
We
will
will
see.
see.
Friday next week, we've got some more hot vampire summer, and we are fast approaching the closest thing we're going to get to a denouement for this story arc, and we will see what goes down in the next week or two. Thank you very much for joining us for this evening. It's been a pleasure, and we will see you next week. Take care. Good night.
Bye bye.